Yeah,
baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in coke. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. Riding around, try to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public, wearing fake hellos. Behind closed doors, she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong. Knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to say my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups. It's my baby mama, I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama, she be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies and doing setups.
All stand, please. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. The Solemn Court now stands adjourned, sine die. God save the state and this honorable court.
Yeah. You may be seat up in this motherfucker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Bay Mama Terror's Bounty Hunters. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer. And what we're going to talk about today, this was been talked about actually days ago. But, you know, all these different Bay Mama terrorism coming out, breaking news, you know, shit about Kwame Bay Mama terrorists and, you know, police coming to his house and, you know, police serving the warrants and all that shit, you know, trying to catch a bag what these Bay Mama terrorists do best. You know, I had to go to the breaking news. This can always be discussed when it comes to Bay Mama terrorists that abuse our boys. And funny how things do goes from step one, step two, example one, example two. And actually, this came at the right time because, like I said before, when you got a baby mama terrorist that's raising our boys, this is why women are not led. This is why women are not protected. Because they was raised by baby mama terrorists who chose single motherism because they hate the father. This is why a lot of our boys was abused by their mothers because they hate the father, they hate themselves, they hate their mama, they hate their daddy. They just got hate. They're raised that way. They bred it that way. They're not born that way. No one is born to hate. No one is born to be gay. No one is born to be a baby mama terrorist. No one is born to be a pookie. No one is born to be none of these things. But raised, yeah, that's 100% facts. It's how you raised. And a lot of these baby mama terrorists all come from the devil, you know, because they all got the same ideologies. They got the same mentality. They got the same hate, misery, suffering. Whether they got money with degrees or whether they low life with a link card and living off Section 8 forever. They all one of the same. They all the devil's son-in-laws. You know, you can't make the shit up. You know, and this is why our community, especially in the black community, is fucked up. Because these black women, the baby mama terrorist versions, these are the pillars. These are the ones who votes the most. These are the ones who spend the most money. These are the ones who put Joe Biden in office. These are the ones who believe in feminism. These are the ones that set their kids up for failure. And all I am, I'm just a messenger. I ain't nobody leader. I'm just a messenger. I don't want to be the leader. You know why? Because if I'm the leader and the head's knocked off, then what happens? The whole organization, the whole community falls. So I'd rather just be the messenger with multiple leaders. So if one fall, the mission, the movement still continues to grow and continue to go on. That's what I'm on. You know, it's crazy. But the unfortunate thing is a lot of people gonna still sit back and say, this ain't real. This ain't what it is. It's a bunch of niggas, a bunch of men having kids and running away from their responsibilities. Just like the comments that I got yesterday when we was talking about the Kwame situation. You know, I respond to a lot of people's comments. I like and love everybody's comment. I try to when I see it, whether if I disagree, agree, that's just what I do. And I respond to mostly, even if it's just one word, I try to respond. I try my best. And the thing is, they still want to blame it on the man. And that's why I say, regardless of all the proof, regardless of all the receipts, the statistic, they always gonna sit back and still try to blame some man. And that's why I say they don't want the truth. They don't handle it. They can't handle the truth. They always gonna go against you. That's why I say, know your enemy. Know your enemy. You know, all you men out here that try to worship the Black Queen that did not deserve to be worshipped, that deserve the crown on their head, that deserve to be saved, that deserve to be on a higher pedestal, that deserve to be Mother Earth. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said before.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And even for the women out here that thought that, you know, baby mama terrorism is the way to go because your mama was or your grandma was, kept your father out the picture. Y'all been the same way. Y'all been misled because that's all y'all saw. But you had the mindset to see the light, or you was in a whole nother atmosphere and you really saw what your mother really was. And the thing about it is, people will still sit back and tell you it don't exist. You a pick me. You just doing that because you hate women and you're a woman. So this video, even though it's been delayed, is actually right on time because we were just talking about Kwame's 16-year-old at 13 getting hit with a hammer, you know, the hammer time. And now he runs back to the same baby mama tears that abused him and beat him. But at the same time, it's the reason why he tears shit off the walls and cuss out and talk back, because she created that. She allowed that. She endured that. That's in his bloodline because that's how he was raised, by a baby mama terrorist. And now we're going to get to a brother by name of, his acting name was Juju of SuperFly, the new SuperFly, not the back in the day in the 70s SuperFly. For those who saw SuperFly, he's the one that got the cross, the tattoo cross on his head. And the reason why he had the tattoo cross on his head, because it was supposed to have been 21 Savage, but for some reason 21 Savage didn't do it. So he ended up taking the role. He's from California. He's a rapper. He's also was an actor. His name KR. That's what they call him. The reason why y'all ain't heard him in any other movies or nothing else, because he was falsely accused of rape. He was falsely accused. He was in jail for 3 years. He was in jail for 3 fucking years. And found out that he didn't do it. But now he's blackballed from the industry. Yes, he's blackballed from the industry. Because once you get accused of something like that, and all you do is press Google, put his name in, that's the first thing come up, his life is over. He can't even get a fucking job. Now, he talked about that situation, and to the point now he say he ain't scared of women, but he don't trust no woman. When they be like, why you don't try to talk to me? He stay away from him. And he talked to Mr. Let Go. That's a dude who he's on social media, he's on YouTube, he's on Instagram. He's a life coach. He talk to men and women, mostly women. Me and him actually talk behind the scenes. We don't agree with everything, but we took some knowledge, you know what I'm saying, with each other. We both agreed that the mothers are the reason why you know, men and women are screwed to this day. But we had a lot of differences as well, but we definitely came to the same goal. We need to get ourselves in order. So shout out to Mr. Let Go. That's why I tagged him in here. And also the other person I tagged was actually the brother KR. But yeah, he was falsely accused. Falsely accused. And check this out. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna show that video clip. I just want to show about the mother doing what she was doing to him. But the reason why he was falsely accused, he was over there, him and this guy, and she offered to give him head. And like I say, the average person like, shit, She look good, opportunity. Let me go on and get that. Just so happened that I guess her boyfriend got wind or was gonna find out, or he did find out. She told the boyfriend that she was forced, she was raped. And that's why he was locked up for 3 fucking years. He do take accountability for being thirsty and jumping to that. And he blames himself for that. This is why I tell y'all, man, you have to be careful who you're dealing with, because yeah, they often to swerve you up, give you the head massage and everything else. And you see it as opportunity. But then later on down the line, all she got to do is pull a Me Too move, and then you the one set up the jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of these you digs, you know what I be talking about. That life sentence. Where's that motherfucker at? Where's that motherfucker at? All of a sudden, with the Me Too lies, you get this. Yeah, he was the troublemaker SuperFly. That was the one who ended up being the leader after the big dude got killed. Yeah, that's him. Hey, Jelon, it's BGN 27, not BNG. But that's what happened though. He got some head. He was with his guy. She offered, and he took it and ran with it. And then her boyfriend found out, or he was about to find out. So she said she was raped, so it made her look like she was innocent. She ain't do nothing and all that shit. So you can't make this shit up. The thing is, that's what I'm telling y'all again, man. You got to watch who you're dealing with, because that quick hit, that quick head massage is a lifetime in jail. It's a life sentence. That's why I say we have to change the laws in our mind. We got to stop being thirsty. We got to be thinkers, not reactors. Because he reacted on the opportunity, set him up in jail for 3 fucking years. And he said he went through a lot. Yeah, I agree. He don't need to take accountability for somebody else's lives, but he just take accountability by him being thirsty. See, being thirsty is what got him fucked up. Because if he would have just turned that shit off and said, "Nah, I'm good, bitch. I don't know you." You know what I'm saying? Like that. He didn't know her. He wasn't a friend of hers. He was just there with his guy. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful with that one night stand. We just meeting up, meet and greet. And like my man Yoga say, hell yeah, get a written consent for sex or video consent. Film everything. Shit. Because you never know. If he would have filmed that shit, they might have got him on filming without permission. But at the same time, you wouldn't have got me for rape. I'm just keeping it real with you. Because of that, he got 3 years in jail. He didn't serve time or nothing. He was in there waiting till they could come with the evidence and shit. And that's what I'm saying. Even though I don't know if they registered him as they didn't register him as a sex offender because he was found not guilty. He didn't do no time. They found out that she lied, but she didn't go to jail. She didn't get charged with perjury. You know what I mean? He got locked up for 3 years. Once you accused and you in the limelight like that, you stain, fam. You can't. He say he can't even get a job at Walmart, fam. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say this Me Too shit, it makes the real people that get accused a bad name, because when I hear somebody say they got accused, you guilty till you prove it innocent with me. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real with you, because these motherfuckers will lie just to get a come up in the check. No. I'm not finna jump to no bitch's defense. You know, yeah, don't ever delete text. So I'll just let you know. The reason why I ain't gonna play that because it's separate from the baby mama terrorism. But I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't believe me, go on my Instagram at FCK Child Support. Please follow anyway. Then you can see the video with him talking to Mr. Lego. Matter of fact, better yet, because on my Instagram, what we're going to see is just showing about the baby mama terrorist, his mother. Go on Mr. Lego. His link is tagged in here. Go on there and you'll see for yourself where he did the whole dialogue about him getting falsely accused. If you Google his name right now, this brother, first thing it say is accused of rape. Accused of multiple women accusing him, but it was only one. See, that's what's saying. The media ain't shit, man. And he's fucked up behind it. He's fucked up behind it. And it's unfortunate that his career is blackballed because of a false lie. You can't make this shit up. But what was interesting to me when Mr. Lego went to his past when he talked about his mother. His mother alienated him for 26 years from seeing his father. He was abused physically and sexually. His mama, not stepmama, his own mama, abused him physically and sexually. She alienated his sister. They got two different daddies. Alienated her father, beat him, abused him. He went through a lot. He's 26 years old. And by him not having no father, that might be one of the reasons why he jumped and took the chance of what he did, and he getting locked up for 3 years and lose his career. But one thing I say about Mr. Let Go, when he talked to him, he had him, let him have a concept to understand that you young, it's not too late. You teach others not to go through this, tell your story, and that's why I say we got to tell our stories. You know what I'm saying? We have to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? We can't always just point at the other motherfucker. I'm just keeping it real with y'all on that. So, like I said, you can't make this shit up, because a lot of men been abused by their mothers, and a lot of times because they hate the daddy, a lot of times because they hate themselves, a lot of times because they hate their mama, a lot of times because they hate their own daddy, or they didn't respect their daddy because the mama didn't respect him either. So I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. And this is in the white community, black community, Hispanic, Latino community. It doesn't make a difference. These baby mama tears all around the world with this ideology of power and control and feminism and shit. But this shit is definitely real, man. And I give him credit for telling his story. You got to tell your story, because I'm tired of people telling me this shit don't exist, it's a lie, and they don't want to talk about that. But if it was a female the other way around, this should be all over the world, all over the TVs and Fox News and Channel 7, ABC and NBC, everywhere else. But this, unfortunately, got to be on fucking social media, YouTube and shit in order for it to get out, because they don't see as a man going through it as a some type of victimhood, or ain't no Me Too for men, none of that shit. So yeah, before we get this thing started, I want to see who all in here. That's why I say when somebody come at you, lying to you, saying so-and-so raped me, so-and-so hit me and beat me, investigate it. If it's your sister, investigate it first. You know your sister, you know what she capable or not capable of. You know what I mean? You can't just always jump to a motherfucker defense because they setting you up for failure. For real. Hey Jaylon, you got the $sign BNG27. It's BGN. It's right here on the bottom right. Before I play the video, let's see who all up in here in the comments, and we'll get this thing started. We got 98 people in here. We got 21 likes. We got 1 dislike already, which is fine. I appreciate that. But let's definitely get them likes up. And shout out to the dislike, because without the dislike, it wouldn't go nowhere, because at least with a dislike, it'll go somewhere away from you, but it'll go somewhere, So I definitely got to give a shout out for you that gave me the dislike.
Kiss my ass, you don't like it.
I appreciate you to the fullest. All right. We got Jaylon up in the building. We got the Bell. We got the Church Lady Reed Show. Please follow her. She doing her thing on there. We got Angie Beasy. We got XL Pro up in the building. We got my boy Divine. We got the World Class. We got BMT Bounty Hunter. We got Ricardo Cray. We got Warhammer. And shout out to Warhammer for the $2 donation. He said, I was about to hit the nap my dog off the couch. Yeah, I'm off the couch, man. I actually got off the couch and lift some dumbbells up in the crib today. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't too much on the couch today. We got Lawrence up in the building. What's up, bro? We got my boy E in the building. We got B Candy. We got Yoga from ATL all the way to the DI, back and forth. We got DMW 2470 TV up in here. We got Mr. Hall. We got Jalil up in here. We got Lil Rock up in the building. We got Timothy Starks up in here. We got my boy PD. We got MPI from the Dirty South as well. We got Queen up in here. We got Slow Poke Nasty up in here. We got Tim Howard, the 5th up in here. We got DY. DY says legal film will be thrown out of court. Hell with it. I don't see why not film. Shit, you better film. We got Leroy from California. We got Gear Z Net up in here. We got who else we got up in here? We got Sean Bay Jones. Hope I said it right. Sean Bay Jones. We got Simply A Diva up in the building from the South. We got Sir Randolph up in the building. We got Philip Reed up in here. Yeah, I checked it, Philip. I checked it. I just got to get back and forth to it. You know, I be getting a lot of emails. I want to give a shout out to MPI for the $5 donation. He said, when me and my baby mama Tears broke up, she told me someone groped her. First thing I asked, did you call the police? She came up with every reason why she didn't. I told you, you can't make this shit up. Oh, wrong one. You can't make this shit up. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to you, my brother. Right. Police should have been called first, then you. We got Excalibur up in building. We got Daniel Williams. We got 2 to the 5th. We got Jeffrey Ransom up in here. We got Q Savage up in the building. And shout out to the 100 people that's up in here. And we got 81 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up. Please donate to the Cash App. It's on the right side of your screen. BGN27. $sign on the left, of course. And anybody want to do the super chat, you're more than welcome. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody up in here. Yes, sir. Let me go and get that link. And it's definitely unfortunate because a lot of our boys have been, again, raised over 30, 40, 50 years. And this is why you got aggressive men that beat on women, that disrespect women, that rape women, that won't lead a woman, that won't protect a woman, because look who they was raised by. Jackson, Mississippi, Sean Bay Jones. I said it right. Appreciate it. You know, I'm a dumb nigga off Cottage Grove, so I appreciate you making me feel like I'm a little smart for the day. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Yeah, man. So let me find the link. Hey, man, y'all see the video with Kwame and what's dude name? Old boy from New York that allegedly was getting molested by what's dude name? That hip hop legend dude. What's his name? I forgot his name. But what's that dude name? I think the one used to be, Hassan Campbell. Yeah, but who was dude? I think he was with Chuck D and them. African Bambaataa. Yeah, African Bambaataa. Did y'all see that video with him and Hassan on there, man? Yeah, it was very interesting, man. It's funny how, you know, people's true colors come out, man, when they get into that wall, man. That's all I could tell you. Shit. That's all I could tell you. It was interesting. I laughed my ass off. I laughed my ass off in that motherfucker. That shit was funny as fuck. Yeah, African Bambaataa. That shit was funny. That dude said, fuck my followers. Fuck all. I don't give a fuck. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. We got 113 people up in here, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. 87 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up, man. That's one thing that's free. That's one thing that is free. All right. This brother right here is the one I said he played Juju. He was the one that did the interview with Umar Johnson. And y'all seen that. And the thing about it, I didn't like the way Umar did it, because Umar was talking about, you know, it's not your mother's fault, and it wasn't purposely and all that shit. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. It was purposely. She did it happen. Don't get me wrong. You take accountability. You admit your faults and make mistakes, which a baby mama terrorist will never do. But at the same time, that was the choice. And trying to dumb it down and still make it like, you know, she ain't know no better, all that shit. See, that's the problem now I have with these fake black pros in this motherfucker, because they always try to come to their defense regardless. They still queens regardless, even though they just put their kid in the freezer with their head cut off. This brother right here up top is Mr. Let Go. Like I say, he's the brother that I talked to behind the scenes. He's a life coach. We did come with a agreement on many things, and we disagree with quite a few things. But we talked as men, and we both agree that it's these baby mama terrorist mothers that set the man or the woman up for failure. They don't just do boys, they do women too. You know, so we both agree with that. So I want y'all to check this out. You're gonna hear everything. It's about 14 minutes, but we're gonna dissect this shit. You know how I do. And I want y'all to hear everything that this brother had to say. I want y'all to hear everything this brother got to say. Like I say, he's 26 years old. He did not see his dad for 26 years. I guess he looked for him, he found him. And found the truth out that he was alienated. Now, y'all remember on Umar Johnson video, he was saying how he got beat, how he got abused, and so on. This is about him finally meeting his dad, thinking his dad was a bitch ass nigga all these years. His dad didn't want him. His sister was alienated from her father. He was sexually abused and physically abused by his mother. You know, Mother Earth, the queen. But hold on, I think I got a cash up. Yeah, I did. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my boy XL Pro for the $5 cash app. He says, shady games women playing. Yeah, these baby mama terrors, they play a lot of games. Shout out to you, my brother. XL Pro got his own business, self-employed, doing the damn thing, man. Doing his damn thing. Got his own business. Doing the damn thing. But yeah, let's get this started.
Where's my father? Nowhere to be fucking found. You know why he was nowhere to be fucking found? Because I just got a relationship with him a few months ago. Because my mom told me my dad wasn't shit, to keep me away from my dad. But my dad didn't know. My dad did not. I thought my dad was a bitch ass fuck nigga, because that's what my mom called him. Mm-hmm. My mom didn't know. My mom told my mom, I'm 26, bro. I'm 26. My mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my fucking father.
Now, you heard what he said? He said that my dad was a bitch ass nigga because my mom said that he was a bitch ass nigga. You see how powerful that these baby mama terrorists can be? Do you see how manipulated that a lot of you have been? Do you see how your own kids are so manipulated against you? I told you this from day one. Manipulation is a powerful thing. Yes, analyze that. 38 seconds of this video, he talking about you want to know where my dad at? And he goes in. This brother wasn't able to see his father for 26 years. 26 years. There's some that ain't seen their dad in 42 years. Mind you, he was an actor, doing music. He back doing his music. He's trying to get himself in order. I will say this, he's trying to get himself in order. He got baptized recently. And he's trying to, do the best he can to get himself in order. I'm gonna try to reach out to him, see if he'll come on here and talk about being alienated and stuff like that. I'm gonna try. I be trying to reach out a lot of people that are behind the scenes. So don't think I'll be trying to reach out, man. A lot of them, might got a lot of messages, or some think they hiding things and so on. But I ain't worried about it because I'm gonna continue to do what I do. Yes, he's full of rage. He's full of anger. He's full of hurt. He's full of pain. So imagine him getting into a relationship, and what type of rage he gonna have if she and he get into a simple argument? That might be abuse right there. He beat her ass. He go cheat. He tear up the house. And she don't know why, because all she know is, we in a relationship or we married, and, he's doing this and doing that. That's why I say we have to do our due diligence to interview who we dealing with, because we got to learn who was their family, who was their mama, who raised him, who raised her. Is the daddy there? Is he in the picture? Is he a weak ass sucker? Is the mama baby mama terrorist? Does she have 20 kids with 30 baby daddies? Do she believe in child support? Do she believe in alienate a kid out the picture from the father? Do she believe that a man is a lead? A lot of stuff. You definitely have to do your due diligence, because a woman get with him and he whooping on her ass, or he's disrespecting her, he's cussing at, and all this stuff. They just gonna say he just abusing ass dude. He a mean ass dude. But behind the scenes, when you hear him talk, you realize that he went through all this trauma, all this pain, all this neglect, all this abuse, sexually and physically. This shit is real. That's why we have to interview. Now, don't get me wrong, I told you, you could do your best to interview, wait, prolong, do it the right way and everything else, and it might go left. But for the most part, you did all your due diligence. You didn't just do a oopsie. You know what I'm saying? But you can't make this shit up. 26 years he wasn't allowed to see his father, and he thought that his father was a bitch ass nigga because she said he was a bitch ass nigga. That's why I tell y'all, if your father a piece of shit because your mama told him he was a piece of shit, that he said he was a piece of shit, he didn't want you, go meet him. And if she telling the truth, good. If she telling the truth, but you heard it from yourself, or you read between the lines, or you saw him in the eyes. But there's gonna be a lot of fathers gonna tell you, no, I paid child support, I fought, I was standing down the street and the police came and got me, and I did all these different things to try to be in your life. She lied. And again, this is what I tell y'all men, and even a lot of y'all females.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Right. And this brother right here, you heard it. Let's continue.
Every time this nigga been looking for me since I was a kid.
Yeah.
He's been looking for me. Can you imagine all the kids out there who got a fucked up ass mom telling them their daddy ain't shit, but the daddy looking for them? I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this nigga. He has envelopes full of fucking shit proof showing he been paying child support.
This is why I tell you men, keep your receipts. Keep your fucking receipts. And the reason why I say that, because you never know when your son or daughter gonna come back in the picture to try to see you or confront you or whatever. You never know. 26 years he come meeting his dad. You ain't never did shit. You a bitch ass nigga. I don't know if he said that to him. I'm just saying. You never did shit. Mom told me you wasn't shit. Said you was a bitch ass nigga and all this shit. But he got stacks of child support because she said he never paid child support. Now, unfortunately, let's be real. You got a lot of kids who get grown are so manipulated where it don't matter if you show them the proof, if you show them statements, paperwork, they're gonna always believe they baby mama terroristic mother. But you told your truth, that person still didn't want to believe it. Denial, that just means that it wasn't meant to be. That just means that this person knows what it is, but he's so in control of this about this baby mama terrorist, he would never go against the code regardless. Matter of fact, he don't even want to see it. And if a person say they don't want to see the proof, the receipts, off top, that means regardless. That means he's loyal over there. You did your part. You still got your receipts. You told your story. Everybody else know the truth. That's all you can do. And it's unfortunate that as a kid, one thing that a kid loses that they should never have to lose is their fucking innocence. They lose their innocence. That's one thing a kid has. coming up as a kid, growing up in the world is innocence. But when you got a parent who take that away from them, to me, you took their whole livelihood away. Because when you take that kid innocent, when he get older or she get older, she gonna be just like him. Hate, pain. Yeah, okay, they got a degree. Okay, they make 6 figures. Okay, they living like the Joneses and the Kennedys and shit. But they're gonna lack so much other things. And that's another reason why a lot of suicide rates are high. If you actually check their background, you'll see they went through some shit like this. Father wasn't there. Whether he was forced out, ran out, or he just walked away. You know what I mean? You just can't make this shit up. But let's continue.
He told me, he said, your mom is a lying, manipulative bitch. I have not talked to my mom in months. You know why? My mom called me. My mom's in California. My dad's in North Carolina. I moved out of LA. I can't live in North Carolina or LA because I hate those places because of the trauma I went through on both of those places. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What the fuck you doing at that bitch ass nigga house? Didn't I say don't discuss family business?
See what I mean? When the baby mama terrorists find out you at that daddy house, they already know 9 times out of 10 the jig is up. So what did I tell you about talking to that bitch ass nigga? He tried to do that last bitch ass nigga to his head so he could click and say, yeah, he a bitch ass nigga. Hey man, get the fuck out of my face. Do. But this brother actually saw the truth, saw the receipts, and now, you know, the jig is up. The jig is up. You fucked his livelihood up because of a failing relationship. You heard what he said. His daddy said, "You're a lying ass, manipulative ass bitch." That's what she is. You took his innocence. That's why I say a lot of these baby mama tends have kids for the wrong reasons. It's never about being a nurturing parent. It's about keeping that dude around and then get mad when the dude say, "I'm still gone." So then you put him on child support. And then even though he's saying, I still want to be a father, I just don't want to be with you. Oh no, you can't have both. You can't have both. I'm just gonna take your child support and you can be over there somewhere. You will never be in your son's life because if you ain't gonna deal with us, you're not gonna be with us. Then, as far as I'm concerned, as a baby mama terrorist, you left us. I know a lot of y'all went through that. Since you ain't gonna be with me, you left us. So your punishment is child support and you not seeing your kids and me manipulating them to get them to hate you as much as I hate you as well. See that's the thing. And you don't think that's some type of psychotic mental shit that this person has, some mental issues? And when it's all said and done, when you finally dissect this motherfucker, it ain't even about that dude leaving. It goes further than that. It goes to the mother keeping her father out the picture. It's her mother abusing her father and she running the household. It's that baby mama terrorist mother that's beating the daughter's ass and treating her like shit because she liked the father. It's because her own mama hate herself, hate her mama, and she takes that out on the daughter. This is a generation of generations that happened within our community, but people don't want to talk about that because regardless of what they do, they still godly Mother Earths and queens and everything else. But let's continue. We got 150 people in here, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. We got 106 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up because I'm just spitting this knowledge of game. And let's definitely do the donations because all I'm trying to do is get off this couch. But as I'm getting off this couch, I'm telling y'all, like Graves said, this vicious cycle let you know this shit is real. This shit is real. And it's not going nowhere as long as the majority side with these baby mama terrorists and roll with what society say. That's a fact. But let's continue.
Like, my dad comes and he busts through the door. My dad is happy and married. He's a street nigga. I can't talk about what he do, but he's a street nigga. He's happy and married. My mom has been bitter and having sex with so many goddamn dudes of different races, and she just got married recently to a nigga she met on Tinder for 1 month. My mom didn't get.
Now, you heard what he said. His mama been dealing with all these different races of men. She just got married to a dude she met off Tinder. But these the godly motherfuckers that we supposed to put crowns on and worship and save and lead and all this fuck shit. You can't make this shit up. I want y'all to hear that again, what he said. This what he saw as a kid coming up. This what he had to endure. So why you think that I ain't saying him, but why you think a lot of you women are treated like shit that don't deserve to be treated like shit? Because if you see your mama, a man, a boy, seeing his mama with a bunch of niggas, and this supposed to be the person that nurtures you, is supposed to be your teacher, what you think he was taught? He was taught that all you wanted the same. You just run around fucking random dudes. You got a high body count. You're not respected. You just a pump and dump. So then when you get up with somebody like him and you don't know his background, he has sex with you, even though you're a good woman. You want him to lead you. You want him to protect you. You respect him as a man. You're not going to get that from him. He going to fuck you. He going to leave you alone. Or he going to fuck you and then want to argue. He going to beat your ass. Fuck around with somebody else. Because all he saw in his mama was somebody who wanted to get a high body count, saw with all a bunch of niggas, and then she get married with some dude she just met on fucking Tinder. Why you think these SuperFly be coming to these houses with a child there, just met him off Twitter, and then a week later, he's molesting or beating that kid that ain't his. And he want to fight the father that's trying to be a father because of what she said. You know, a son husband, a SuperFly. You know what I mean? Not a son husband, but a motherfucking SuperFly.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Yeah. See, a motherfucker singing Ain't No Sunshine, that pussy there. This is why a lot of you women who don't deserve to get mistreated because the background. That's why I say even women, ladies, should also change the laws in their mind because you don't know who the fuck you dealing with. You got to interview and see who his mama is, who his daddy is. You got to have some value. You change the laws in your mind, you'll have some high value. Then you could be a high value man or a high value woman. But motherfucker talking about the amount of money and what you got on, that don't mean shit. Wrong one. Yeah, that don't mean shit. I told y'all, you got high value deadbeat, and that's me. I'm proud to be a high value deadbeat. But you got high value simps, high value blue pill, high value baby mama terrorists. That ain't shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not being ratchet. Yeah, 100%. Change your mindset. Get yourself in order. That's what I'm saying, man. That's all he saw. So why would he think that a woman out in the street is an honest woman, God-fearing woman, a woman know her role, a woman don't believe in being a hoe, a woman with low body count? He gonna treat you just like the man treat his mother. And believe me, he didn't respect his mother, so why would he respect you? Y'all remember the old saying, you know, a man, you know how a man is on how he treat his mother. I can imagine how he treated his mother. I can imagine that. I'm just guessing. I can imagine that. I want to give a shout out to Chris Young Gun for the $5 donation. He said, glad I found your channel. My mother did the same to us as kids. I told you, you can't make this shit up. Shout out to you, my brother, Chris. Well, no, they not high value, but they would call themselves high value, Daniel. I'm just saying it being funny since, you know, people use high value as like the badge of honor. They would call themselves high value like they would call themselves queens and ladies and Mother Earth and shit. They not no high value shit. They high earners. I agree. But I'm just telling you, I'm just going off the logic that they say. That's all. You know, dumb nigga off Cottage Grove. But yeah, I'm gonna read this again. What Chris said. He said, "Glad I found your channel. My mother did the same to us as kids. You can't make this shit up. I don't know him. I don't know him. Oh man, I don't get offended about the caps, man. I'm good. I don't care if it's capped up, capped low. I'm gonna read it. It's all good. I don't care about that, bro. Not me. I don't get my feelings like that. But yeah, I'm glad he posted that. This shit is real. This happens all the time. This happens with men and women. You know what I'm saying? This happens all the fucking time. All the fucking time, man. You can't make this shit up. I want to give a shout out to MPI. He says, $5 donation, of course. He said, my mom had a boyfriend that made me respect him out of fear. I hated his cocaine head ass. So he was a cluck. Shout out to you, my brother, and I'm sorry that happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't just be a boyfriend no more. They want to be a boyfriend / step simp. I don't get why you want to be a step simp to a bitch you ain't even married to. Okay, you live in the house, you still ain't married, and that ain't your kid, and you ain't raising from day one, and the father in the picture, not in the picture, man. That ain't how it should work. But I blame the baby mama tears because you allowed to happen. Man, let me read that again. I gotta read that again, man. He said, my mom had a boyfriend that made me respect him out of fear. I hated his cocaine head ass. You let a cocaine addict around your fucking boy because you wanted to get that dick. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, man. Let's continue, y'all.
Can't talk about what he do, but he a street nigga. He's happy and married. My mom has been bitter and having sex with so many goddamn dudes of different races, and she just got married recently to a nigga she met on Tinder for 1 month. My mom didn't get married because she was in love with the nigga. She got married because she didn't want to be lonely.
I told y'all, a lot of these desperate, low life, miserable ass baby mama tears would deal with anybody. They would go lesbian so they could have somebody in their motherfucking life. She met the nigga off Tinder. 1 month. And this sucker ass went and got married. I blame that nigga too.
No sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Anytime.
See, check it out. When I play This Ain't No Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
When I play that one, that's when, the motherfucker, he believe that he need the bitch and he'll do anything for the bitch, come to a bitch's defense, shit like that. But when I play this one,
no sunshine. Ain't no sunshine. Anytime.
That means you fucked up. You set yourself up for failure. Charlene said that's true. Men do the same thing. Yeah, I know men do the same thing. That's some stupid motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I agree. But we talking about this baby mama Ted's mother that raised him. This is why you can't get a good man these days. This is why you're not protected, women. This is why you don't have a man to lead. This is why these new men is not like your actual fathers who gave a fuck, because these baby mama Terry's been having custody of our boys for the last 30, 40, and 50 fucking years. You can't make this shit up. This is why. I just want to tell you, this is why. This is the reason. This is why. This stupid motherfucker married her after a month. After a month, met off Tinder. Sucker, dumbass sucker. Let's continue.
Yeah.
My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to he snatched the phone. He said, hello. My mom said, put my son back on the phone. And I'm like, and he's like, he starts to calm. He's like, hello? Put my son back on the phone. No, it's my son too. What do you want? Put my son back on the phone. And my dad loses it. You fucking dumbass bitch. You rapist bitch. You been molesting my child. How going?
You already said. You rapist bitch. You molested my child hoe. I want y'all to hear that again. So that means the son told him everything. Because where you get that from? Where you get that from? Yeah, boys get molested too. Men get raped too, but they don't talk about that. Only when a woman get raped, then it's a Me Too movement. When a man file a lawsuit or or call the police, say a woman raped me, they look at him and laugh. He get beat and abused. He get laughed at because he got his ass whooped by a woman. It's more of men being abused than it is women. I hope y'all know that. Y'all don't believe me? Just look up the motherfucking stat. Just look this shit up. I shit you not. Women are abusing more men than men are abusing women. I know, but I understand. But I just want y'all to know.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Yes. They abuse more men versus the men abusing the women. I just want y'all to know that. That shit's real. MPI, once again, $5 donation. He said, the men who do the same thing, women still pick them and give them the red carpet treatment. The Pookies and Ray Rays of the world. Yeah, 100% facts. 100% facts. 100% facts. You know what? Y'all donating $5. Let's make this a $5 challenge. If y'all can't do $5, make it a $4 challenge, 99 cents. You know, deadbeat can't be choosy. You know what I mean? But let's definitely make a challenge out. Let's make a challenge. I'm just coming out with some knowledge. I'm just dissecting some real shit out here, man. I ain't just run off the side of my mouth. I'm keeping it 100. We got 152 people in here. We got 118 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up, please. You know, we want to put it out there in the algorithm. We want to spread this message, let y'all see what's really going on and why a lot of our men, so-called men, are who they are today. Not all, but a lot of them is based off baby mama terrorism. I want y'all to hear him say, his daddy say, you molested our son. Let's continue. Let's hear it again.
Dad loses it. You fucking dumbass bitch. You rapist bitch. You been molesting my child. How going in on my mom?
Ooh, that's a lot.
And I'm listening to my mom. All that slapping, abuse, and beating me up, choking me when I'm on the floor, beating me with belts, wrapping hangers around other hangers, beating me till I pass out, then wake back up, whelps on my back, scars and shit. My mom turned into a 2-year-old little girl when my dad started talking to her.
Now, you heard what he said, choked out, beat with belts. Well, I got wood with a belt, but he said he was getting the Kunta Kinte. He was getting the Toby. He was getting beaten with belts, hangers, twist around, add other hangers to it, and beat him down to the point where he passes out. I know a lot of y'all can relate to that, especially the boys who got beaten by their mama. You know, this shit is crazy. So don't you think if he been going through this type of abuse with the mama, that 9 times out of 10 he gonna do it to one of the women that he deal with, get in a relationship with, because he's weak and emotional? Let's go back to Kwame's 60-year-old son that tore the TV off the wall because the mother said he couldn't play the game that day. He ripped the TV out the wall and she hit him with a hammer. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. Shout out to MPI for the $2 donation. He says, you're right. I was sexually abused as a child too. You can't make this motherfucker shit up. You know what I'm saying? Charlene said she got beat with everything also. I'm sure a lot of y'all have. I didn't get beat with everything. I got wood with a belt, the hand, you know, my dad, but I never got, my mom gave me the switch. She gave me the switch. But as far as the extension cords, tie rods, and all that stuff, I didn't get all that. I didn't get all that. A lot of y'all relate. That's why I say a lot of the old school parents, they whooped our ass, but a lot of them went too far back then. It wasn't called abuse. It was just beating your ass or whooping, just giving you a whooping. But a lot of that shit was abuse. But to a degree, that shit need to come back because our boys doing the shit that they doing and the girls doing the things that they doing. A lot of parents are scared to discipline their kids because they say they'll call the police. Well, I'll beat your ass and you call police, and after that, I disown your fucking ass. Let's continue.
She talked to me like a bitch my entire life. When I don't listen to her. But when my dad got on the phone, I saw the weakness come out. I have never saw my mom submit to a man the way she submitted to my father. Why my father's wife is in the room.
Now you heard that, right? He said his mama ended up being submissive to the same dude that she said was a bitch ass nigga, the same dude that she said didn't want to be a father, the same dude that she said never paid child support, the same dude that she said that he didn't want you. But when he went in, she dumbed down and got submissive. A baby mama Terrence got submissive. And his wife was right there. And it is a true saying when they say you always have that one that you can't never get rid of. And I see that's the one right there. What I mean by that is you got that one that you move on with your life. You got some just move on with their life, but you got the one that you never let go. Like if he come back around, you back fucking around with him or her. You back fucking around with them whenever they come up and give you the opportunity. Or, you know, it could be your baby mama Tez hating you. And even though she married and moved on with her life, she's still trying to set you up for failure. You always got that one. They say you always got that one that you can't never let go of. And this is a prime example. And you telling me that sucker ass dude married her off Tinder and married her in a month. If that dude come back around, if he was able to shut her down just like that over the phone, just imagine if he was around her face to face and you just married the bitch. So while you married a bitch that you met a month later off Tinder, he come around and say, yeah, I want to hit. You don't think that bitch gonna let him hit? You know what I'm saying? Donna Adams said, I can't today, but I will cash app you real soon. The work you're doing is important. All this need to be put out there until here. So keep putting these people on blast. Hey, most definitely will. Yeah, if you can't, you can't. Understandable. I'm talking about the ones that can. Shout out to you, Donna. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. You know, whenever you can. You know, I'm just trying to get off this couch. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if this dude, the father, wanted to cheat and go over to that baby mama Terrace house, which I hope he never do, but he go over there and say, yeah, I want to hit and tickle her chin, she gone, even though she just got married to a nigga off Tinder that she just met a month ago. No, it's all good, Donna. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. He would go over there and fuck that bitch in front of this dude. And this dumbass nigga, or whoever he is, married her ass after a month on Tinder. You know.
Here I come to save the day.
You can't make this shit up, man. Nikayla Collins said, who is single? I need a sweet man. She said, I need a sweet man. Ain't that something? Shout out to Miss Collins. Want to give a shout out to MPI for the $2 donation. He said, thank you for your time and content. Salute. Strong. Appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you to the fullest. This shit is real, though. This bitch went and got submissive. She got submissive from a dude that she been hating all these years, 26 years. A dude she alienated the kid from. Dude she was getting child support from. Dude she stained his name, deadbeat, don't want to be fathers and shit like this. And y'all sit back and tell me that these baby mama tears don't exist? Y'all tell me this don't happen because the guy didn't want to be a father. He just ran away from his responsibility. He just said fuck the kid and just went on about his business. You can't make this shit up. I want to give a shout out to Boo Talbert for the $4.99 donation. He says, oh, it's a super sticker. My brother, I appreciate you to the fullest 100. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. You can't make this shit, but I'm telling you, this shit is real. Think about it. Check this out. Real talk. How many of y'all know y'all can do this, but you say you don't, because when you done, you're not going to entertain the baby mama terrorists no more. How many of y'all throw up the one and tell me, even women, throw up the one if you could tell me the baby mama terrorist or even the baby daddy terrorist cause all this friction, all this destruction, all this staining. But if you was to tickle her chin and say, hey, whatever you say, I'll kiss your ass, I'll fuck you, or I'll be friendly to you, I'll hang around you, I'll give you conversation. You know she would turn around and let you be around your kid. But since you ain't the go along, get along, you don't ride the go along, get along train, you not finna kiss no bitch ass or kiss a nigga ass, not even to be in the kid's life. Fuck that. Because if that's the case, you might as well be a hoe on the street getting pimped. You might as well go holler at Sir Ism so he could pimp you. You know what I'm saying? For real. If you go right now and say, hey, I'll start talking back to you. I'll kiss your ass. I'll fuck you when you want to fuck. Just let me see my kid. They gonna do it. They would change the whole dynamic. But see, that right there will make you a weak ass nigga. That right there will make her know that she got you. As long as she got that kid, she got you. And she gonna continue to use that to the rest of your life. Even when the kid grown. This brother 26. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't make this shit up. Just go over there and tickle her chin and kiss her ass. You'll get everything you want. Yep. JD said, this is so pathetic to put others' family business on blast like this. Man, your own fucking business. How's I'm putting the family's business out on blast when it was already out on blast? And also, not only that, he decided to tell his story, which I don't blame him. He should tell his story because a lot of people will sit back and say this shit don't exist. And shit, she put her shit on blast when she was on Tinder with that nigga. She put the father on blast and said he didn't want to be a father and a deadbeat. He wasn't paying child support. So why is it okay for a baby mama terrorist to put a motherfucker on blast? But it's not okay for somebody to blast to get their motherfucking innocence out there. I wonder why. But it's all good. It's all good. If that's the case, then you should tell the media to mind their business because they sure put shit on the news. They sure put shit on the news. I get it, I guess. Messy Thrill says, Mr. Palmer, watch it from the clouds. Appreciate your content. Keep cooking. Cash up on the way, bro. Bruh. Salute. I appreciate you, my brother. But I get it. I already know why, I know why he said what he said. I get it. I understand.
You can't handle the truth.
I got it. But it was quite a few ones that came to answer my question. Yeah, they want you to kiss their ass and they use your kid to get you kiss their ass. But they really get fucked up when you don't kiss their ass regardless. Because you don't go no bitch and shit like that. Fuck that shit. But it's cool. But shout out to y'all to keep y'all veins cold. Definitely gotta keep them veins cold. Let's continue.
My father's wife is letting her do all this. And he's yelling on the phone, you mad because I left you. And I didn't want to be with you no more. And you kept my son away from me as a weapon. My mom used her kids as a weapon. She used me and my little sister as a weapon. Whenever my mom would get pissed off by my dad or my sister's dad, she would say so many times that you will never see your son again if you disrespect me. Or you would never see she used me and my sister as pawns.
So not only did she do this to his father, she also did it to her daughter's father. They got two different fathers. So she did it to both. Yeah, two different dads. She did it to both of them. But then what I don't understand is when these son husbands say that my mom was a great mother. She had 9 kids by 10 different men. And all of them are deadbeats because they all ran away from their responsibility. They all didn't want to be fathered. They all chose the route to escape. Again, even to y'all son husbands, to be raised that your mother was the best fit because she didn't leave. They ran off.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
You know, that's what I'm saying. You've been misled. You telling me that all your baby daddies are a piece of shit that didn't want to be a father. Nah, I don't believe that. If that's really the case, which is rare, then it's because you keep poking with the wrong motherfucker. That's all to it. You keep encountering with the same motherfuckers. But 9 out of 10 is because they realize you was a nut. They realize you had issues. They see why the first dude left you. So now they say it's time for them to go too. You can't make this shit up. Let's continue.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Us as chess pieces. I have a belief, now that I'm older and realize that my mom was the devil the whole time.
The devil.
If you're a child of anybody, I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, you're a child of somebody. If you have one parent or no parents, I feel like it is every human being's responsibility.
All right, the video actually didn't fully.
Now, he didn't put everything on here, but he's going to tell you the rest of it, which is just as good. But this shit right here happens all the time. Yeah, 9 kids by 10 different men. Yeah, but before we play Mr. Let Go, he's going to finish it off. I want to give a shout out to Messy Thrills. He says, salute, $20 cash app. I appreciate you, my brother, to the fullest. Also want to give a shout out to DMW 24/7. That's my man's. Shout out to you, brother. $10 donation. He said, keep exposing the baby mama tears and their destructive ways forever. The reason why I'm putting it out there because I want y'all to be scared. I want y'all to fear what could happen to you. I want y'all, the ones that don't have kids, I want y'all to fear that this could be the woman you're dealing with that you're not realizing. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to know this is what could happen to you if you have kids with the wrong motherfucker. This will happen to you if you go up in the courtroom. This will happen when you try to fight to be a father and so on. I want y'all to know this. And for the men that's going through it or been there, done that, this is for y'all to know that you're not alone. We all went through this. We all going through this. It ain't just you. A lot of men have thought that it was just them by themselves because a lot of us don't say nothing. That's why I wear this hat, say fuck child support, wear a shirt, say fuck child support. How about you deadbeat? You know, save yourself, do for yourself and all that shit because it need to be out there. You can take it how you want. You want to say I'm a deadbeat, I'm a high value deadbeat. I'm into all that shit. I sleep on the couch. I'm all these things. But one thing that I'm going to continue to do, I'm expose these baby mama tears in this unjust ass system and these simple forces. It's all about spreading awareness. That's all I want to do. And it's up to you to take heed or, you know, do what you do and get caught in a situation like this. Shit. But let's see what Mr. Let Go got to say about this.
Download. So the rest of it just froze. So I'll let you know what he was trying to say. If you're the child of a parent that told you or is telling you, because this is for young people also, that your dad wasn't shit, your dad didn't want you, your dad left you for whatever, is a very good possibility that it's a lie. And your mother is telling you this in order to keep him away from you because the memory or the thought of him being around you as a kid was killing her. So she made up a lie to keep you away from him. This is the reason why a lot of women do this. One,
I want y'all to hear that again. I want y'all to hear that again. Just in case it went over y'all head. I want y'all to hear what he said again. That is mostly the reason why these baby mama terrorists do what they do. Sexy Red said, I thought for some reason when I was younger that my father knew how my father was mistreating me. He had no clue. What do you mean? Stepfather? What are you talking about? Let me know. I want y'all to hear it again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I see it. She said, I thought for some reason when I was younger that my father knew how my mother was mistreating me. He had no clue. That was Sexy Red said. The reason why he probably had no clue, because he probably was so into your mother, or then again, he out there doing some other shit, didn't care. Could be he didn't care. Could be he was just lost. It could be different factors. You know, I hope you had a conversation with him when you got grown to talk about it, and maybe he could see where he fucked up at. Because a lot of times we don't know shit till after the fact. Let's just be real. A lot of times we don't know shit till after the fact. You know more about your baby mama tears after the fact than you did dealing with them for 12, 13, 14 years or 5 years. You know about them a year after you walked away from the situation, man. Nah, my daddy was a great man. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he was so much of a godly person that he didn't pay attention to your mother. It could be that. You know, disbelieve. You never believe. You know, it could be different. It could be different factors. I ain't saying he's a bad dude. Not at all. I'm the one to say me and our dads are great. I would never, unless he one of them piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Bo said, "Thank you for this, man. This was my mom." That's some fucked up shit. Check it out. I want y'all to hear it again. What he said.
Parent that told you or is telling you, because it's for young people also, that your dad wasn't shit. Your dad didn't want you. Your dad left you or whatever. Is a very good possibility that it's a lie. And your mother is telling you this in order to keep him away from you, because the memory or the thought of him being around you as a kid was killing her. So she made up a lie to keep you away from him.
Exactly. Interesting. Sexy Red said, yeah, we talked before he died, and that's when I found out. I think she was jealous of our relationship. Ain't no thing to it. She was jealous. I don't know if everybody watched Ayana, Trans Van or something, but you know Ayana. Watch the episode with Lisa Ray and her mother and her daughter. She was jealous of the relationship with Lisa Ray and her father. This shit happens all the time with a mother be jealous of the daughter because one, the father and daughter relationship, that's one. The other is that she's young, looking good, and she ain't the same woman that she used to be. And also, she got just so much hate and demons inside of her that she takes down her daughter. And then the daughter end up being the same way, most likely. And even what Real Talk keeps saying, government assistance is also to blame. Yeah, our government is definitely to blame. Government debt is definitely to blame. Hell yeah, they the one with the strings. Money have a lot to do with it, free money that is. I want to give a shout out to Anthony McClinton. $10 donation. Appreciate you, my brother. He say 100. Thumbs up to the fullest. West Side Chicago representative. Sexy Red also say, ironically, she never allowed me to speak ill of my father ever. She respected him, and I'm the only child. Well, that's the funny thing. But she was still jealous of y'all relationship. If you don't mind, Red, email me. And if you come on the show, we definitely want to talk about that because this shit is real. We need to hear the women talk about it because this shit is real. It starts at home, and it need to be out there. You know what I mean? She also says, prayed all my life not to be like her. I refuse to not take accountability for my actions, including sex. Women are supposed to protect their womb. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I want men to protect their seeds. Have dick discipline. Make them earn that pain. That's what I'm saying. Not that ass though. Not that, man, them lips though. Not because she offering you an easy, quick opportunity. Change the laws of your mind, fellas. Change the laws of your mind, women. We definitely have to get ourselves in order. Because all this time, like I said before, I'm going to say it again.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
I understand, Jason. No issue, man. If you can't, cool. You can't understand, cash or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going nowhere. You got plenty of time, brother. And prayers out to you, because state of Michigan ain't no joke. That's one of the states where more men are take care of kids that's not their blood. So, yeah, prayers out to you, my brother. Michigan ain't no joke. I want to give a shout out to the homie Brandon for the $3 cash. He said, keep calling out these BMTs. Shout out to the fullest, Brandon. The homie Brandon. Because we got Brandon Hustle Heavy, and then we got Brandon Sutton. So I be trying to remember y'all, boy. I try my best to remember my people. Shout out to you. You can't make this shit up. And also, I believe, let me go back and look. I believe, yeah, XL Pro gave me another donation, but this was like at 124. $5 cash app. It says, shit wild out here. Facts, 100%. Yeah. It's real, man. It's definitely real. Let's continue. Because he's going to give you the reasons why. I think it's 3 reasons why the father's getting Elney out the picture. Let's continue. Wait, before I press continue, we got 177 people in here, 140 likes. Let's definitely get them likes up, man. Let's definitely get them likes up. That's one thing that is free. That's one thing that is free. Let's continue.
This is the reason why a lot of women do this. One, you remind her of him. You guys may look alike.
You remind me of a G. Yep. You look like them. They're not all the time. They hate their own kids because they look like the father or they act like the father. They got some similarities about the father and shit like that. Yeah, you just like your ugly ass daddy. You just like your nappy head ass daddy. You just like your deadbeat ass daddy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You really can't make this shit up, man. One, because you look like your father that you procreated with. You let him skeet and you kept the baby for 9 months and you pushed the baby out. Actually, one genuine G. I was trying to do the R. Kelly. You know, you remind me of a Jeep, but I didn't know really what to say. You remind me of a deadbeat. I want that money. I want that clout. Some shit. You remind me of that deadbeat shit. Yeah, let's continue. But yeah, a lot of the reasons because you look like that nigga.
Whatever. And now that he's not in the picture, the more his memory is gone because you guys aren't around each other, the more she feels better about herself. Because sometimes when your quote unquote mistake is still in your face or still coming around every week, you go right back into the triggering of your mistake.
Exactly. You mad because you fucked up and you're gonna take it out of the kid. But then you want to still be called a good mother because you didn't get rid of them. You didn't go to the police station. You didn't go to the Catholic churches. You didn't go to the restaurant up in New Jersey. You didn't go to the fire department. You didn't drop them off at Walmart. You didn't take them over there to Publix out there in Georgia. Hell, you didn't drop them off at the DI in the motherfucker. But yet you caused all this havoc, turmoil, abuse, physically and sexually, hate, misery, pain, suffering, and so on. But you still say you're a great mother because he was around you or she was around you in your motherfucking trap house, reaping that motherfucking benefits from government daddy. Yes, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But again,
you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Yes, you have. Let's continue.
The second thing is, in a lot of cases, the uncustodial parent can easily look like the superhero versus the custodial parent. Here's an example. Say your mom is taking care of the majority of the stuff going on in your life, feeding you, clothing you, all this stuff, right? And you're just like, Mom, yeah, okay. And you're kind of like giving your mom your ass to kiss, right? But here comes her ex, which is your daddy, coming around once a week or once a month. And you're like, Daddy, I love you so much. I miss you. Daddy, 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 daddy. You jumping up and down, you're having fun or whatever. And then you come home from being around daddy. All you can do is talk about daddy. Daddy did this, daddy did that. And then here's mom like, I wake you up every morning, take you to school. I do this, I do that. I pick you up from school. I feed you, I clothe you. I do all this other stuff. Why don't you act like that for me?
Now we're gonna talk about. Hey, she said, "Thank you for sharing my story. I'm off to class. Fuck BMT. Look, before you go, I'm finna type in my email right now. I want you to email me because I want to definitely interview you, talk behind the scenes, and also possibly have you on the show. That need to be discussed because females go through it as well. This is the email, and anybody else that got a story, want to tell their story, definitely need to talk about it. But I definitely want you to come on here and talk about it as a female going through the baby mama terroristic shit, because that's some baby mama terrorist shit. But I'm gonna pin it to the top as well. Also, yeah, it's pinned to the top. So you just type it in. Let me know who you are when you send me an email. It take me time to get back to you, but I will get back to you. Now, I will have to say for the women. Now, I'm gonna look out. I'm gonna tell the truth about the women. The women who are not baby mama terrorists. The women who did not choose single motherism. Kid was planned. The guy wanted the kid, and he decided to run away from his responsibilities. He decided not to stay in his child life. He decided that I don't want to do all this. I changed my mind, right? And you have him coming once a month, once in the blue moon, because you as a mother ain't stained his name. You ain't talk bad on him. You ain't trying to manipulate the kid. You're just trying to be a mother. And the father comes once a month. And when he comes and spend an hour or two or a couple of days with her, the kid will tend to be so much into the father versus the mother. But you have to understand, and it could piss you off, because, I mean, how you think we feel when we see our kids support these baby mama terrorist mothers and they being manipulated from A to Z. So I do understand from that aspect of you being mad, but keeping the father out the picture is not gonna, not saying that you're doing, but keeping the father out the picture and then decide what I'm gonna stain his name because she worship him, you know, in due time, that kid will know, as long as it ain't manipulated, will know what it really is. And if that father only come out there once a week, once every other week, not because he's forced to, but that's his choice, and he stay up the street, it's like he don't get to be around that kid like that. So of course, anything they do gonna be the best time of their lives, but they're around you every motherfucking day. So if you that good mother and he coming there once in the blue moon, don't take that personally. It could make you mad, make you pissed off and shit like that, but don't take that personally, because in due time to get older, they'll realize who was really there. That's a fact. Because a lot of us as men hate the fact that these baby mama terrorists manipulate our kids and we do everything for them, but yet the mother still got them brainwashing and they think that we ain't never did shit. Let's continue.
And it becomes a jealousy and envy of you adoring your dad versus you tolerating your mom. The third reason is pretty obvious. She ain't got no man. He moves on and he has a woman. He's married her and never married, her, or they together and they have a whole new family, and she starts to look at herself as a possible crappy mom or a crappy whatever, right? So now she sees her ex moving on with this great woman, and now the first thing she's going to think is, the comparison or the contrast between your household with your mom versus his household with his new woman or new family, because she may have kids also, is so vast where you may actually want to go live with your dad and make this woman that he's with or his new wife your new mom.
And that's how retarded these stupid baby mama tears are. You worrying about the person he married, and you worry about what's going on over there in their livelihood when you supposed to be worrying about your own. If he got married to a nice woman, beautiful woman, a queen or whatever, then you should be able to get married to a prince, a good man, a good husband, whatever. But the problem is you would never, ever be with a good man, because you got too much wickedness and hatefulness, and you so worried about what he did and who he got married to and had a kid with, that you would never be happy, especially one with these degrees and make 6 figures. Especially ones that still watching you, taking pictures, talking about you got a Cash App and all that shit. Yeah, they so worried about you. Even when they get in a relationship, they still talking about you all day long for 10 years, 5 years, and 4 years. Yeah, they replace you with the dude off Tinder that they just met a month ago. Yeah, see, and while that man saying, whatever, I don't give a fuck, moving on with their life, you worrying about the kid. So since he left, my kid gonna leave, and he don't want to be bothered with me either, because he know I'm a piece of shit. So let me keep manipulating him and make him be a son husband, so at least he can hate his dad, and I'll be all good. Yeah, that's why I say. Then you're gonna have somebody like the brother that's saying how his mama had a bunch of random niggas all over the place, just like baby mama Terrence had a married nigga, spending money on him, and bringing around the kids and telling the kids that, yeah, he married though. You can't make this shit up. So, but you still worry about the nigga that been gone for 10 years. And now you got issue with the girlfriend or the wife, and she don't even know you. That's crazy, man. Let's continue.
This is possibly a single mom's worst nightmare. Because there are a lot of women out here who feel like the only reason why I'm living is my kid. My kid is my world.
And y'all remember what I told y'all about these baby mama tears? And then also you got some guys that do that too. I told y'all this a while back. You as a parent do not need that kid. I'm gonna say it again. You as a parent do not need that kid. That kid needs you. When you change that dynamic where you need that kid, you will die alone. You will set that kid up for failure. You know why? Because since you need that kid, you want to be a friend to that kid. I know we say we're gonna say kid and shit, but it just flows. You know what I'm saying? That child. So when that kid say he want that PS5, knowing you ain't got the money, but you don't have the heart to say no, you get it anyway. You use your rent for it. Then you want to be a friend with that child. Then you want to allow that child to do what they want to do. Then you buy that child, buy them everything they want. You give them whatever they want. You ain't got to want for shit. You ain't got to earn nothing. You ain't got to work for it. So then by you needing that child, this is why your son is tearing TVs off the wall. This is why your son don't want to work. He don't know about work. He don't know about pumping gas. All he know about is playing a video game. All he know to do is hold that phone all day. This is what I mean when I say you do not need that kid. That kid is supposed to need you. And when that kid needs you, you as the parent show them how life is. You raise them to go a right path, right for wrong. You show them what could happen to you. You give them the reality of life. You show them the way. So that's what I mean when I said you as a parent do not need that child needs you. So when people say, man, that's fucked up. The father missed the graduation and this, yeah, it hurt the father. But the person who loses that child loses. Yes, the man loses because he loses all the memories and stuff that he could have in his head and pictures and stuff like that. The child is the one who loses. When they lost their innocence, they already lost. And now because that father's not there because of the baby mama terrorists, that child don't know how to react, be a thinker, know how to move, know how not to entertain, know how not to fall for things, know how to take rejection, know how to keep it moving, know how to be a man, know how to pump gas, know how to fix tires, know not to marry a bitch off Tinder for the first month. All these different things gonna be lacking. He may have a degree, he may make 6 figures, maybe a millionaire, but he's gonna be lacking a lot of guidance because the father's not around. But I understand. I hate my mother. I got it. So like I tell y'all, you do not need that child. That child needs you. And don't ever think different, because when you think differently, you setting your kid up for failure, because they're gonna think you obligated to take care of them forever or buy them and they can live on your house for the rest of their lives. You can't make this shit up. Let's continue.
But if you get to the point where you're just like, okay, I don't like your world, I want to go live with daddy. I have more of this, I have more of that. Like his wife is better than you, smarter than you, nicer than you, more loving than you. I want to live with them. And now mom's alone. Not only did her man leave, her child left. And this is the number one thing, in my opinion, that goes on in a single mother's life. But regardless of what it is or what it could be, this may be happening to you, either as a grown person and it happened to you and you still to this day think your dad wasn't shit, or you're a child and you're watching my video and you're like, wow, what if my dad actually was looking for me and wanted to be in my life like him, but I don't know. We all have the internet. Do your due diligence, regardless of what your age is, and find out the truth, because there's a high possibility that your mom was lying to you. And secondly, the part that actually didn't download is the fact that after this, we talked about getting therapy, right? And he actually talked about how he went to a therapist, but it didn't work. Well, just understand this. For those of you who either haven't been to therapy or they went to therapy and you felt like it didn't work for you, therapists are human beings, okay? Which means some people suck, or some people just aren't for you. Some people don't understand your background, like the way you were raised, right? You grew up in the hood and you're in front of a therapist that was raised in the suburbs, they might not be able to relate. So that does not mean therapy does not work. That means the therapist did not work. So what I asked him to do was to go give another therapist a chance. Somebody sticks a husband in front of you. Is the marriage going to work out just because he's a good guy? No, because he may not be for you. The same thing goes with a therapist. So focus on learning more about yourself and learning more about what you need from a therapist, but do not give up on therapy. Some of you know you need therapy, but for whatever reason, you refuse to go. I actually have a coaching group, but I am not a therapist. I am a coach. If you need therapy, if you're suffering from depression or you're going through some things that he's going through, like, I am not coaching him because he needs an actual therapist because of the severity of his trauma. I can be his friend and support him, but I am not coaching him. So some people I literally do not coach because there's certain things that they've been through that is a little too severe for me as a coach. But with all that being said, I do coach women and I do coach men. So if you have been through some things that are not as severe as him, but similar, childhood trauma, hit me up in a DM or go to the link in my bio and schedule a one-on-one. And I also have a coaching group that I offer to women only. So the one-on-ones are for men and women, but I have a coaching group that is actually for women only, where we actually talk about childhood trauma. Like I said, I'm not a therapist, but I actually coach you from a man's perspective and show you what's actually going on in your life. And the coaching group is a community of women who have been through similar issues, and they all are working together to let go and to change the perception of what happened to them, because that is the key.
Exactly. Change the laws of your mind. You know? So yeah. Charlene said he's not certified. No, he's not certified. That's a choice that somebody wanna do to holler at him. You know, I'm just talking about the video with the brother, what he went through, and he was willing to talk to him. Want to give a shout out to Lawrence Seal. Lawrence Seals with a $5 donation. Baby mama terrorists train their kids to disrespect their father, and if the kid actually shows interest in having a relationship with their father, she gets mad. You're right. And then she tried to set that up for failure. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Lawrence Seal. Yeah, exactly. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. That's the team.
You're never going to just totally be healed and just be walking around a perfect person. The key is to change the perception of what happened to you. And that is part of what me and him did in the part of the video that didn't download. I helped him change the perception of what happened to him. And then we got back on live again, which is the video next to this one. And you will easily be able to see how calm he is, because the way he's seen his young life became a little less scary, a little less traumatizing, by simply him changing the perception of what happened to him. So look at this video again, and then look at the video of him next to this video. It was all in the same night. And you'll be able to see the difference between him being traumatized and him changing the perception of his trauma after we talked. And pay attention to how calm he is. That is not because of me. That was because of him. But I did help guide him in a direction that changed the way he's seen himself, changed the way he's seen women, changed the way he's seen men, changed the way he's seen parenting, changed the way he's seen fathering. And it actually worked. If you want to be where he is actually going, which is the direction of healing, one, get a therapist. But two, if you don't want to go to therapy and you don't want to talk to somebody that you've never seen before and may not be able to relate with you, receive coaching, not therapy, from me. Send me a DM. We'll go to the link in my bio, schedule one-on-one, and let's get to it. And that's for men and women.
Where's my father? Nowhere to be fucking found. You know why he was nowhere to be fucking found? Because I just got a relationship with him a few months ago. Because my mom told me my dad wasn't shit, to keep me away from my dad. But my dad didn't know. My dad did not. I thought my dad was a bitch ass fuck nigga, because that's what my mom called him. Mm-hmm. My mom didn't know. My mom told my mom, I'm 26, bro. I'm 26. My mom kept me away from my dad for 26 years. You know what kept me away from him? My mom told me that my dad said I was a mistake and kept me away from my fucking father. Every time, this nigga been looking for me since I was a kid. Yeah. He's been looking for me. Can you imagine all the kids out there who got a fucked up ass mom telling them their daddy ain't shit, but the daddy looking for them? I finally talked to my dad. He's a good dude. My mom told me my dad has not paid child support since I was a kid. I finally meet this nigga. He has envelopes full of fucking shit proof showing he been paying child support. He told me, Mom, he said, your mom is a lying, manipulative bitch. I have not talked to my mom in months. You know why? My mom called me. My mom's in California. My dad's in North Carolina. I moved out of LA. I can't live in North Carolina or LA because I hate those places because of the trauma I went through on both of those places. My mom calls me. What you doing, baby? What's going on? I'm at my dad's house. What the fuck you doing at that bitch ass nigga house? Didn't I say don't discuss family business? Like, my dad comes and he busts through the door. My dad is happy and married. He's a street nigga. I can't talk about what he do, but he's a street nigga. He's happy and married. My mom has been bitter and having sex with so many goddamn dudes of different races, and she just got married recently to a nigga she met on Tinder for 1 month. My mom didn't get married because she was in love with the nigga. She got married because she didn't want to be lonely. Yeah. My dad bust through the door and snatched the phone. I was trying to, no, he snatched the phone. He said, hello.
I just repeated that. I repeated that because, some people just coming in. Y'all can watch the rest, you know what I'm saying? When we off the live. But you can't make this shit up with these baby mama terrorists. You cannot make this shit up, man. We got Cliffhanger up in the building. What's good, bro?
First off, man, let me go ahead and say this. I like what you say about baby mothers terrorists. I just call them professional welfare recipients. So that's where we're going to go on that point. Listening to that video and what I saw, man, it shows how psychologically women use their children as pawns to destroy the relationship not only with the father, but only even to destroy their own personal relationship when it comes down to manhood. You can't teach these things regarding, hey, how your body will be with your testosterone building up, how the dating situation goes into place, how even to fix a car. That's what somewhat back in the days what men used to do to teach their boys how to do those things. So when they get to the situation when they get older, they can be in that position to teach the next person of their lineage that particular point. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, that was just an example of the destruction of what a woman will do if she doesn't get her way. And you can go ahead.
Nah, I'm listening to you. Nah, I'll let you talk. When I pray people on you, I want you to say your piece, man. 100%. The reason why I don't call them all welfare recipients because you got so many baby mama terrorists who not on welfare who actually go to court on their own by choice. They make more money. Some got degrees. Some don't even need the money, but they want anything to take from him and so-called make him suffer, which is alienating the child support and making him look like a piece of shit deadbeat. So that's the only reason why I don't call them welfare recipients. But you're right. A lot of them are welfare recipients. They ain't shit.
Now, in that particular point where you're talking about some people are not on welfare, they go to the court voluntarily on their own point. We live in a culture called the get the bag culture, and I have said this plenty of times before.
Yep.
Your own, a woman will stab their own mother in the back to get ahead, and it's because it's taught. It's taught by learning from, hey, when I was 5 years old, I see my mom, with Ray Pookie and Jaquez out there in the club with $1 with a baby pin on them, talking about it's my birthday while they're getting banged out in the back seat of a car. So now look at this now in 2021. You want to talk about equal rights. Women want to talk about equal rights. Women want to talk about fair opportunity. But with the equal rights and fair opportunity, where is responsibility and accountability with those opportunities of you want those equal rights? We can't be on, I know guys are OnlyFans, but right now this is a fucking bank for these women. Women are getting OnlyFans deals. Women are on, Instagram, popping their asses and stuff like that, making a whole bunch of money. But the biggest thing is when you get older, your looks are going to fade. Your body's going to turn to cottage cheese.
Yeah.
And your finances ain't going to be there. And then what they do next? What they do next is if they're on welfare and when the child turns 18 and they leave the house, they're going to flip that game of, oh, I must have a disorder. I need to go on disability. As for the man, or as for the woman that has the money, all that stuff they went out, they're going to go probably on the street, hookering it up, or try to find some sucker out there and try to, persuade him to marry her because she thinks that she's high quality.
Here I come to save the day.
Right, go on Twitter and beg and hope to get a nigga that's gonna marry him after a month. Yeah, 100%, bro. But the thing is, though, this shit been going on all the time for a long time, but yet people want to sit back and say this shit don't exist. And yeah, and I'm gonna let y'all know this: it ain't just the black community now. Baby, all this shit, this white, Latino, Chinese, if it's anywhere where there's a feminist ideology, where there's child support, family court, and government daddies and shit, it's all over the world, man. It ain't just us. Don't get it twisted. Don't think it's just us. But yeah, Mr. Cliffhanger, where you from?
Man, I'm from the South, man, but I live out here in Kansas City, Missouri, bro.
Oh, you're in Missouri? They act like the South.
Yeah, they act like the South. But
yeah.
I want to talk about this real quick, man. A lot of men don't, and just so we are on the same page, I understand your platform. I know your platform about attacking these women and showing the true nature of how this game goes. But
That's
some of
one.
these,
That's one of the things.
yeah, that's one of the things.
Yeah.
But when most men don't understand, man, like, hey, these Title 4D contracts, these Title 4D contracts are set up for you to fail. It's set up for you to be a automatic ATM machine, and you're getting to the point where you see the high forms of depression, you see high forms of suicide, you see the high forms of even murder. You know, there's even tons of stories right now in the news, man. You're talking about men just having enough, fed enough, and just taking out on the woman and the child because the woman is weaponized and she has been doctrined to an idea of, okay, you know what? For me to get a second income, I'm gonna go ahead and knock on Uncle Sam's door, and hopefully I can get myself a nice little relief because at the end of the day, I can't get on my own 2 feet and work hard to take care of my shit. So I mean, I respect what you do, and know and I had a little bit of pushback at first. So first off, I'm going to apologize to you.
For what?
So because at first I went on the stream a few days ago because I've been listening to your content for quite a while. And I said to myself, what is the end game of what you're trying to accomplish? What is the end game of what you're trying to do? And I had to take a step back and look at myself a little bit because you're doing something that most people are afraid to do because we're in this society where if you say something wrong, it's bashing a woman, or if you do something that is out of the ordinary, oh, you must be a chauvinistic pig, or you must be this and that. And I was thinking, like, man, are we gonna start getting some money together and try to get attorneys to try to get this shit changed? Are we gonna try to eliminate these statutes and stuff like that? But then I start thinking, I'm saying, man, you're only one person. It takes a whole group of us to get together and try to get that stuff taken care of, to get the laws changed, so that way we can start leveling the playing field.
Hundred
So
percent.
that's why I wanted to apologize for you about.
Yeah, I appreciate you, my brother, and I appreciate you coming out because I don't know you from Adams, and I appreciate that. And all I'm trying to do, brother, is just spread awareness. Because believe me, a lot of people do not know, men or women, they do not know. And then be honest with you, a lot of them don't want to know. A lot of them don't want to know. A lot of them want to stick to code. They support what government did. They support the society. Yeah, to go along. Well, Kwame called it the go along, get along gang. I've been calling it the go along, get along train. They take a ride. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate you apologizing and putting it out there because that's all I'm trying to do, bro. And I'm only one person. I can't change the world. You know what I mean? We have to come together. We definitely have to come together because the feminists was able to do it. The alphabets was able to do it. You know what I'm saying? The Me Too movement was even able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, we as men can't come together as a whole because we so segregated. You know what I'm saying? But again, it comes from most likely these these baby mama terrorists have been having our boys for the last 30, 40, 50 years. So we definitely have to change the laws in the mind. We definitely have to try to change the laws. That platform, there's so many fathers' rights movements that have been trying to change laws and do this. There's been little stuff here and here. Somebody got to do that. That's just not my lane. And I'm not politically correct. And I don't believe in just shaking hands with the mayor and the governor and the alderman just to tickle my chin and take some pictures and get some type of likes and notoriety and more money. That's not me. That's some bullshit. If you're not gonna really do anything about it, then I don't even want to be around you, waste time.
Absolutely. Here's the thing: you shaking hands and kissing babies and going and putting money into a different office, or going putting money into a representative that can give us our rights. That's one particular thing.
Right.
But the whole idea of us knowing that how the system is played, man, most of these politicians are the biggest liars in the world.
Exactly. Thank
They
you.
can give yourself a whole bunch of good stuff and opportunities, and then mess around and flip it on you. So,
Bro,
man,
when I started I started this on Facebook, man. I saw a lot of these fathers' rights movements, a lot of independent men and women that definitely wanted to they be fighting to make changes And a lot of them came to me behind the scenes. But they all told me, not all, the majority have told me the same thing. Well, you know, you got to move, you got to follow it over here on Facebook. We want to fuck with you, but you know, that fuck child support, that's not a good look for us. Because if you come out with fuck child support, then you know they're not gonna want to fool with us. I'm like, yeah, but you reaching out to me. I didn't reach out to you about doing anything. So they were like, we'll fool with you if you change your name. I ain't changing shit. So I mean, I don't know you. I see what you're doing. I see you got a huge platform, but I'm not going to change what I believe. I got my reason why. I told you why I say fuck child support, because that's where it starts. There, it's about the money. Other than that, if this child support wasn't here, none of this should be going on. You know what I'm saying? So you want to shake hands with the man, the governor that's going to send you off and just tickle your chin, then and of course you get you more money, likes, notoriety. That's cool for you, but that's not what I'm here to do. And I'm not going to just ride no train to go along, get along train just to get some type of shine. Fuck a shine. That's not going to change the narrative. And so I can't do it. I can't sell out. Integrity is one of my top threes. I can't lose my integrity, because if that's the case, then I can have a bunch of women on here, tickling their chin saying, yeah, you are queens, and knowing damn well they not but baby mama terrorists. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do it. So I'm not finna do it because of no business. I'm not finna do it because it's the marketing way. No, I'm not finna do that. We got enough sellout ass niggas out here as it is, preachers and some of these fake black pros out here. I'm not doing it, man. I'm about definitely changing the laws and the mind for men and women. But I can't sell out for that. And I would never sell out for that. If I gotta give $1 million to tell our lies, then you keep that money.
That's facts. That's facts. No. I will say this though, and I'm going to tell you a prime example of your hard truth. When I went to the courts out there in Missouri, do you know, because you got to go ahead and sign this, you got to go to the courthouse or go to this Department of Social Services to basically, claim some form of fraternity. And then when I went into that office, I have seen more brothers in that office than the HBCUs, because they are getting railroaded. I mean, there are even ones that said, I didn't even know that I had a child. There was only one couple that said, hey, look, I don't want him on this. And they tried to force her to be on this. He said, no, I don't want him on this. We won't take your food. We won't take your wig. We won't take nothing. Right. Now, that's power. But for the other men, 20 or 30 men I saw in that room, being railroaded and stuff like that, I just started saying, man, I needed to make a change. But we'll get to that because I see other people here, so I'll just.
Well, do me a favor, brother. Do me a favor. If you could email me, it's pinned to the top, babyMamaTed@gmail. Let me know it's you. We could definitely talk behind the scenes and maybe possibly do a one-on-one or whatever. Because actually, my boy Daniel, he's from Missouri too, and he's been fighting for over 18 years or 21 years. He's been fighting. He's getting close. But he been doing a lifetime of hell, white dude, lifetime of hell, trying to destroy this system. He's getting close. So we definitely need to talk, bro. He's in Missouri as well.
Absolutely. And I'm going to let these people go ahead and get their little 2 cents in.
Okay, and I appreciate you, telling your story and also apologize. That's good to know. Because, there's a lot of people on here that disagree with our talk. That's why a lot of these YouTubers who got a bigger platform, they Mario brother jump over me. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to child support, they don't want to talk about that because that's not a good look because they got a majority of a woman followers. And that's what I mean. I cannot go along to get along just to even get the money. I just can't. That's just not me. To each his own, though. I can't knock a motherfucker hustle. But appreciate you, Mr. Cliffhanger.
No problem.
All right, what's up, Roger? My man, look, Roger, I thought I was running for child support. That nigga ran all the way to Mexico.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Man. What's going on?
Where you been at, man? Where you been at?
Oh shit, I'm over here down from child support. Over here in Mexico. But let me chime in on that this talk. Because that brother was saying, his mama told him that his daddy wasn't shit, and now. When I speak, I want you to listen. I'm a subject matter expert. My grandmama was shit. My mama ain't shit. And my sister's on track to not being shit. So I come from a long line of ain't shit bitches, so I won't steer you wrong. So So when it comes, like, especially just growing up and being around black folks and, just kind of getting the scheme of the land. When these baby mama terrorists, BMTs, have daughters, yeah, if you all my people, all my folks out here who got daughters with a baby mama terrorist, if she 9 and 10, you might as well charge her to the game, man, because I will guarantee you, she is teaching them girls how to hate you. That is just, and she is going to be blatant about it. She's just like, your daddy ain't shit. She's gonna be, it's gonna roll off her tongue so comfortably to their daughters that you can charge them to the game. When it comes to the sons, they're a little bit more, they're underhanded with it. They do it, but they don't do it so obvious. So how do they do it? When the boy does something incorrectly, they just simply, just like your father. Anything wrong the male child does, she may not tell the child that he ain't shit, but she associate that wrong behavior to the father. So that's how they usually get the males. You get what I'm saying? So, to all you brothers out here, and again, going back to Mr. Palmer, keeping your veins cold. I hate to tell it to you guys out here, but all of you, I'm a baby daddy ass nigga. But most of you baby daddy niggas out there who's listening to the stream and who ain't, gonna listen to Future, it's a wrap for your kids, man. If she got full custody and you only get to see them on weekends, man, what the fuck you think is gonna happen, man? She's working overtime to destroy your legacy. And I got to laugh, but it's not funny. But a lot of y'all, I see y'all, and I was one of them fools thinking that you could salvage the situation you got. Nah, it's a wrap, man. Your daughter most likely probably gonna be a baby mama bitch, and she ain't gonna be shit, and she's gonna repeat the cycle. That's just the fact.
No, it is the fact. It is the facts. I know that. I know that to the T, bro. Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah,
you ain't
lying. Those boys you got with that woman, that nigga ain't gonna be shit. If you're lucky, he could go to community college and get a 2-year degree and ended up working as a general manager at freaking Chipotle if you're lucky. But for the most part, that's that male child is gonna be deficient. He's gonna be one of these freaking baby boy ass niggas laying up on the couch, for these hoes and making more baby mamas and more, and just the cycle's gonna continue. So just to end it all with this, man. Yeah, listen, man. If you don't have full custody and you only get to see your kids every other weekend, man, you can charge them kids to the game, man. She is destroying those kids. I'm telling you, you can't fix that situation. It's like Christians. You only go in church on Sundays. Bitch, what kind of Christian are you? You think you got all Lord on Sunday? You think you got all your problems fixed on Sunday in 2 hours, huh? So you think you fix all your children's problems on the weekend when y'all went to sip aside? Nah, nigga, it's gonna take more than that. It's gonna take you for that bitch to get caught with cocaine and them kids get assigned to your custody so you could be good off. This is just what it is. Men, understand that a lot of you guys' situation is unsalvageable. It's unsalvageable. You can't help that 14-year-old boy who was raised by his mama. He's done. You can't help that 10-year-old girl who was raised by her mama. They're done. I'm telling you, I am a subject matter expert on this. These baby mama terrorists, they do work and they do it quickly. They do it. They are so good in demasculating males and freaking treating their daughters like whores and sluts. They are good at it. If this was a trade and they was like, we need you to make these bitches ain't shit. These bitches could do this with their eyes closed, no sleep. It just comes natural to them. It really does. So, brothers out there, hey man, it's sad to see that, brother. I mean, like I said, I've been there. My mama didn't tell me my daddy was shit, but she might as well might have said it because everything wrong out there, nigga. You broke your pencil, you just like your daddy. Freaking everything that I did wrong, it was always like my daddy. But again, I was just one of the few that when I met my daddy, I told him, nigga, you ain't got to explain shit to me. That bitch half a crazy. You ain't got to explain nothing to me, man. I would have dipset too. And I tell that to my dad at least.
He's a dipset.
Yeah, I would have dipset. You know how many times I ran away from home? I ran away from home at least 7 times. Motherfucking shit, you did it right. You did it one time. And you got it right that one time. I had to get it right it took me 7 times to get rid of the bitch. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna let somebody else chime in.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. As always, Roger from Mayco, man. Shout out to you, my brother. I want to give a shout out to the Bill 5,000 for the $5 donation. He said we have males that's willing to die for nothing, banging and take penitentiary and taking the penitentiary every day, but scared to stand up for men's rights and women's wrongs. You ain't never lied, fam. You right. They'll kill me. They'll kill me before they'll kill, you know what I'm saying, government daddy. They not going to go out to the cap. You know what? We call them white folks crazy for going out there to the Capitol Hill, man, doing what they do. But that's something that I think we should definitely have the balls to do. But you'll go kill some dude that stepped in your Jordans that day, though. You'd rather break it in my car that I just brought off the lot. You'd rather beat my ass because I happen to look and stare 2 seconds. You'll tell me that I must be in the game because I got on black. You'll say I'm a hoe ass nigga because I tell you I don't gang bang no more. And all these type of shit. So yeah, you 100% right. Man, one more time for the bell with that one. That's why I say motherfuckers run out there telling up the community, talking about we getting the white man, but you tearing up your grandma's CVS where she get her medicine that she can't walk to, and now that it's tore up, they're not coming back there. So now she got to find a way to go to the other side of town, to the white folk neighborhood, in order to get her fucking medicine. But you telling me that you teaching a white man a lesson. But don't take me serious. I'm just a dumb nigga out of Cottage Grove. I don't know no better. Man, we got my boy Yisrael, Mr. Cincinnati, up in the building. What's good, bro?
Yeah, what up? What's good, man? I wanted to say something real quick. Can y'all hear me though? I just made it to the gas station. I was driving. Well, what's good? But y'all, okay, good. Hey, man, what I wanted to stress out to everybody is this, man. We as deep as hell. Okay, I get out here. I'm about to go get some more signatures because I'm about to get on that ballot so I can fight for fathers. But look, we got so many people dealing with this shit. See, it's a gold mine that people not wanting to tap into because they scared, but it's a gold mine. Helping fathers. Think about if you just helping these fathers and these mothers. It's so many, man. Everybody listen, I would say half of the people, over half of the people I talk to got a problem. Somebody going through some children's services, child support, can't see their child. There's so many shit going on around here. It's like y'all need to tap in. This is a gold mine here for real. If y'all listen, I don't want to make it seem like, oh yeah, well you need to get with the fathers' rights movement because you can make something out of it, but you can. It's too much problems going on. People need help. They want help. They want people like Mr. Palmer in their neighborhood, and they will help you. You know what I'm saying? So really, y'all thinking, oh, well, you know, what can I do, type of stuff. But if you do got something you can do, believe me, the market is booming with that need your help. Booming. You don't think they'll help you back? You don't think that get back to it? That's what I'm saying. So listen, man, we need it. We need your thing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of y'all, you know what, I can't help the father. I got to make money out here. I got to do my job. I got to go to work. And I ain't really got time to really help the cause. But the cause is plentiful if you know what you do. Just get out here, man. Help us. Man, listen, like I said, and then when I see y'all people pop up in different cities, then we can link up. But you gotta realize like I said, and the thing about it is, even the naysayers ain't got shit to say. The naysayers, even people that's against what you talk about, they still know you telling the truth. They still know you telling the truth. It be motherfuckers, oh yeah, I work for children's services, but let me sign this anyway. Man, look, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mean the nigga, okay, with father's rights can get you some money, but truth be told is, man, all these people dealing with shit. And if you got a place they can go to get some type of therapy, get a place where they can go, where have all these fathers together, or a place or anything, that would help a lot. And like I said, you won't lose out. You can still maintain your lifestyle. Just make it work, because it's there. I'm just throwing that out there, man. I don't even know how I sound, but I'm throwing it out there.
Yes, sir. Exodus says, I think you should blame rappers for you thinking that Having sex does not bring responsibilities up. This ain't the page, bro. This page is not about guys who didn't want kids.
Yeah, and let me add to that, in regards to that, and I know that the brothers are listening. Listen, man, with all of this shit being said, all this baby mama terrorism, listen, men, do not be afraid out here to want to freaking go out here and reproduce. I mean, as a man, you want to be able to have a legacy. Do not be afraid of that. Be cautious, but don't be afraid. You get what I'm saying? And, this whole thing that, oh man, I'm not having no kids, I'm not dealing with mother. That's just stupid. That's stupidity. You're not going to stop human nature. But do realize, because when I had my last kid, I had this conversation to myself, and I even told this goofy bitch, but she don't listen. I said, look at here, man. I told her this in the freaking right before she about to deliver, man. I will leave you with this child if you keep fucking with me. I told her that in the emergency room. So what am I saying to all you guys out here? Man, listen, man. A lot of y'all, once you make child, you got to realize, man, you might just have to let this motherfucker go because the mama crazy.
And you also got to understand that people, it happens, women treat sons this way, not even realizing that it affects the community. And when it affects the community, everybody get affected by it. Not just anybody else. It's everybody's problem. So I just want to say what's up to Mr. Palmer and the panel. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Shining Diamonds. He made a chain, man. And we gonna meet up so I can get it. I'm gonna put it out there, man. That shit. Hey, he know how to make some chains and diamonds and shit like that, man. How old are you, bro?
Oh man, I'm 36, man.
You sound like a kid, like a motherfucker. I thought you was gonna say 18. Shit.
Nah, man, I've been in the game, and I'm doing a lot of stuff, man. My whole real reason for doing it, getting this business started, is because it's a lot of stuff that's going on that really people don't talk about. I want to move forward and do something big for the kids. It's a lot of kids out there that don't have, and then when you go to these Chicago public schools, they'll talk about the kids that do have, and then you got the kids that don't have, and the kids that do have, they always get into it, and they always trying to bully each other, and then it's just a vicious cycle. And we really just all need to stick together, I seen that, and also I seen that whole Hassan Campbell and Kwame joint. I looked at the whole thing, man. It was kind of crazy, but I felt like, man, they, what I'm saying, the brother did apologize, and maybe they could have hashed out, their situation, but.
As a Palmer, you got somebody in your chat. She said, women need to start leaving the kids with their fathers and run.
They would never do that. They would never, ever, ever do that.
Well,
yeah, that's a scary thing for them. You know what I'm saying?
Charlene, I don't know if you're joking or you're being honest with it, but let's just take some things. People be like, "Oh, single momerism is so hard." It's not. It's not hard at all.
No, it's not.
You make it hard with the terrible choices you make. It's not hard. Let's just be very clear on this. And the only reason you have the reason you have all this kids thing with the mother is because of the laws. That's it. It's not because the laws are in your favor. Now, if the laws were in our favor, men have other choice but to come up with a solution. So all this shit about men can't do it. If we get put in the spot, we ain't got no choice. Just like you've been put in the spot and you have no choice. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. So none of this, this whole thing that, being a single mama is hard. It's not hard. Kids are like dogs. Feed them, walk them, and that's it. They're not difficult. Yeah, they may do some shit that may boggle your brain sometime, but they're not difficult. I refuse to believe that a bitch can do anything better than me, including taking care of fucking kids. I just refuse to believe that.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Because, a lot of them want to just get the handout and be able to get somebody to do it for them. That's why, they rather live off the government handout and get some simp sucker to throw money in their face. Yeah. So, and take money from somebody else. That's just what it is. Yeah. Hey, Shiny, you say you in Chicago? What part?
Yeah, West Suburb, Bellwood.
Oh, you next to Maywood then?
Yeah, it get kind of crazy in Maywood.
Yeah. I'ma hit you up on Instagram, bro.
Yeah, hit me up. And I was, I sent you the stuff on Instagram that I needed you to, talk about on the show because
Bro, check this out. Check this out, man. Let me tell you what Instagram been doing to me, y'all. they not, they'll take a video down, but what they doing, I can't go on there until tomorrow. It's like, and I look at the video, see was I reported or something. They ain't report, they just talking about you doing certain activities, don't go through their standards. So I can't go on there and even look at my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Facebook, they'll block you till tomorrow. So that's why I ain't.
Well, now that I got your email, I'm gonna send it to your email.
Yeah, email me, man. Yeah, email me.
I got you.
Okay, bro. Thanks, bro. Hey, this brother made a nice ass chain, man. This shit go hard, bro. And when we meet up, man, definitely gonna let y'all check it out. But please follow me on Instagram. I think I got 12,500 members on there. Follow me, man, and just trying to get everything out there, man. We got my boy, and shout out to Shining Diamonds, man, for real. We got Noble up in the building who definitely gonna drop some game. Oh, wait a minute. He got off the chair, just like I got off the couch. Oh, you back on the chair? Oh, okay. You live in the chair. I sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I sleep right on this chair. That's where I live at.
I know, right? You do everything in your chair like I do on my couch, man. What's going on, Noble? Shout out to you, brother.
I'm just here with the little one, chilling out, listening to you guys. What's crazy is I did a video on this video yesterday, but
did you?
Yeah, man. It just, anybody.
I can't find your YouTube for shit.
I haven't been posting. I've been working.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure because
I'll send it to you, bro. But I just, man, it's just like I said, this particular.
Wait a minute. Deadbeats don't work. What you doing working?
Yeah, man, you got to work on something. You got to work on you, if nothing else. You know what I mean?
Hey, say no more. I'm a high value deadbeat.
That's right.
Shit. How you been, bro? Good to see you, man. You ain't been on here in a minute.
Yeah, I just been actually what I was just doing. I've been working on my son's. He ain't here with me now. I've been working on his gaming channel, trying to get stuff together, just putting things together and getting everything together.
Hey, it's a brother on here that it's a couple of brothers on here do game. You might want to holler at, man.
Definitely will. It's something that he loves. He watch it all the time. So
man, you can make some money off this, bro.
Hey, man, how I am. I've been, self-employed. My dad was self-employed with the wrong way.
yeah, no doubt, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Just nothing, man. Just sitting back, man. Just taking in information, looking at everything going on. And my position is this: all the conversation that's going on in the manosphere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this is the most important thing. This will shut up all of these females. Modern females is the term people use, and I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I see. I don't do it either, but that's what they call them, modern day females.
It don't make sense. You modern, but you ain't up to date on the knowledge.
Exactly. I can't. Yeah, I don't say that.
You ain't modern.
Right. Baby Mama Terrace is real easy, simple, and to the point. There ain't nothing modern about the motherfuckers.
Like, I don't care how boring this stat get. It's the eye opener, and it speaks to what the young man in the video was going through. I forgot his name.
Oh, I just say KR, bro.
KR. 83% of our children in our community are abused. They got custody 92% of the time. There's no mystery on who's abusing the children. They are child molesters. They are child abusers.
I posted that shit yesterday, bro, with abusing. I didn't do not sexually, but abuse and the fatality versus the father. And it also showed with the mother and the boyfriend, as well as the man and the girlfriend and the man itself. But 1.4 million women, just alone, mothers, abuse their kids. And I think it was 1,700 and something that get killed.
Mm-hmm.
It's very high.
All of this lip service that they got so much to say. Put the fact that they are child murderers. 61 million Planned Parenthood. They account, so-called Black females account for 75%. That's just that one entity, not including the local that's in your city and county, not including the hospital. That one entity, you make up 75% of 61 million.
And it's 13% of the population.
And that's Holocaust numbers. They're terrorists.
Let me add something to that. In regards to that, because you're 100%, brother. You're 100%. See, the hospital, I used to work in a hospital. The hospital is the easy part because the doctor has no choice but to report what he sees.
Right.
And you go when they go to those little community service and social service, all those bitches run interference for each other. That report is never gonna make it to where it's gonna make it. I worked in a hospital for 2 years. I have never seen CPS come and take a child from a father. Never. 100% of the time, CPS was coming to the hospital to yank the baby from the mother because she was delivering high on crack, heroin, you name it. I cannot tell you how many deliveries. Anybody who's from Houston, Texas, and north side of Houston, I cannot tell you how many deliveries in that hospital. The women will literally come in high on heroin, dilated, and then have the nerve to ask you, why are they taking the child? Bitch, because you still got the needle in your arm, you funky bitch.
Can I have some popcorn, please?
Yes. I'm gonna get you some, okay?
You can't make this
Yeah,
shit up.
I want to throw something in the game. I'm gonna throw something in the game real quick though, if possible, man. Yeah, I just want to say, man, and it's really because when you look at it, most of the criminals in our community are fatherless, and that's what the juvenile court wants. The juvenile court makes millions of dollars keeping you away from your child so they can become a criminal. They're making money from that because they're not only getting Title 4D. Man, like I said, over here we got the contract. $1.3 million just go to the magistrates alone from child support. Now the clerk's office get $0.6 million. The prosecutor get $1.1 million. I got the contracts. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, you know what I mean? That's the whole thing. They also give money to this place I used to work called Hillcrest Academy. You know what I'm saying? Hillcrest Academy was a place over here in Cincinnati. You could look it up. Where all kids with felonies go. And guess what? They was giving money to them. Why? Why is child support giving money to the juvenile correction facility? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole game. Keep you away from your child so you can become a criminal. And we can keep them and keep making money off not only you taking child support, but making money off your criminal ass son that's in the courts, lawyers, and all to the little game they want to play in that low life ass juvenile court. So I just want to throw it in the game real quick.
Yeah.
And let me say this is why Mr. Palmer work is important. You know what I'm saying? It's important for him to let us know that, you know, we should be making these mistakes, you know, especially the young men that's coming up. Because, you know I made my share of mistakes and I'm already in the system. But I mean, you know, like I don't get to see my kids, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother want to keep them away. But at the end of the day, it's like maybe I can, you know what I'm saying, shoot them this. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, they can look at it, learn from it, you know what I'm saying? So they won't end up making the same mistakes I did.
Right. 100%.
Well, like I said,
so
man.
I appreciate the show, most definitely.
Man, appreciate you, my brother. Noble.
Yeah, like I was about to say before I cut the brother off.
No doubt.
100% of the dudes that I know that are criminals, that do whatever, grew up in a household with no dad. Like all of them grew up with a father. Every single solitary dude I know that was just that guy that made $10,000 or $20,000 a week selling dope grew up without no dad. And how people will go the laws. Well, bro, it's not the laws. If we need to have a whole law show so you can understand what law is and what law isn't. It's these companies knowing these metrics. They know that if you've been in business before, you've been around millionaires before, it's certain type of information that they get. They know how men that are married spend more money than single dudes. They know that a woman with a child is going to spend more money than a woman without a child. They know these metrics. They know these dudes that have felonies are most likely to go back and how much it's a metric. It's not, again, I want guys to understand, because we're men, it's business. It's not personal. It's just business. It's just a metric. It's not personal. Now that's going to make you mad and I'm just some number, but you have to think. If you were these people, you would do the same thing that they would do. You would be, if you were them, you would do the same thing that they're doing because they don't want their children to compete with your children. Your children are on these NBA and NFL platforms, jumping across the free throw line, running a 4.2 and a 40. You think they want their children to compete with you?
Nope.
No. So they have to set up a metric where you beat yourself. Okay, cool. I'm not mad. You showed me how to play a different level of warfare. Let's do the same thing. We can't move up because we're too busy fighting our women. Give these women the number one. The person that they're married to is their reputation. Take your reputation away. Have you fighting your reputation, and we can move on without you. The number one thing you need, make that your enemy. See, to get smarter, you got to play a smarter opponent. Give them the devil that they asking you for. Just do it at a different level. You don't have to be as violent. You want a bad motherfucker, you got one. That's what you want. I'm gonna give you everything you want. That's what you love, your reputation, how good you look. I'm gonna take it from you. You're talking the women in whatever race you in, talk about how they're child murderers. There's no argument around that. You high value, you're not high value. You gay, I could be gay. I could be broken and dusty, but you're a child murderer. You're a child molester. You're a child abuser. What's the narrative now? Don't be afraid to go there. I'm gonna have you fighting with that. I'll be free. What makes you think you're worth my time? Then what you bring to the table other than homicide? What do you bring? And a cemetery wound. What do you bring?
A cemetery wound.
And go back to what the brother's saying. Go back to what the brother's saying.
Damn.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, cemetery boy.
Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, I just got that. But go back to what the brother's saying, and kind of, it's going back. Men, you are the only one playing by these imaginary rules. These bitches ain't got no rules.
Yes, thank you.
You're the only one playing by these rules.
Thank you.
Actually, I got a little alley-oop on that.
Go ahead, brother.
Thank you.
So I'm working on this product right now that I'm working on called Manhood 101. So I'm trying to teach the people in middle school, high school, even in college, the steps of what will happen, just like it was back in the day when you had sexual education. It's just like that, but it's dealing with reality points. I want everybody, whoever even seen this movie before, it's called Claudine with James Earl Jones.
I talk about it often. Yes.
When that man went into the Department of Social Services and he figured out how that game was played, he went crazy. That's the first thing I'm going to say. The second thing is, this is so much of a big movement that these fathers are getting so fed up because how this system is basically abusing them. I was going to even say this even further. Donald Trump could have went on the stage and promoted that, hey, I wanted to eliminate child support because we know how these women get down. Do you know he would have got probably over 80% of the black vote? He only got 15% just on GP, but he would have got 80% of the black vote if he would have went there. You see, we're right now into this big idea of understanding now that you're playing a game. So if we're going to play a game, then here's what these people are going to do. All you W-2 people who works on a W-2 job, get the fuck off a W-2. Get yourself an LLC. Go ahead and get yourself a holding company, and you control what the fuck your destiny is. Quit dealing with all these fucking... Yes, even a 1099. Quit dealing with all these damn women, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say like that. If you don't have a woman that's not up on her game, is not making over 60, that's not on to the point of promoting herself into life, and you don't see any progression, she's going to put you into a form of self-destruction. I'm
in the back, the camelback over what you said, for a brother that for brothers have to understand the importance of what he's talking about. I forgot the brother that you talk about, Mr. Palmer, where his mom, his girlfriend tried to say, tell that snitch on him that he had 100. It was a rapper.
That was Ace Hood.
Ace Hood, right? So she goes and tries to expose the fact that when she look him up, he's only worth or something. So a little bit of money or whatever. Bro, that's the game. You're not supposed to have your bread in public. I've been taught this. I've been taught that since I was 20 years old. Like when 50 filed for Chapter 9. Okay, that's just a name with a DUNS number or EIN number. That's nothing. Like these little girls will keep you in this stupid little conversation about a bunch of dumb stuff and keeping you financially illiterate. You're not supposed to have nothing in your name, man. Again, you can look in your pocket. We all got money. There's no dollar sign on that money. There's no dollar sign on it.
You should do that outside of child support. They ain't got nothing to really do with child support. You should
That's
have
like,
money in your name.
Period. That's period. If you don't have money, you never touch money a day in your life. It's Federal Reserve note. It's said in big bold print right on it. It's supposed as currency. It's supposed to continue to move, not sit and be hoarded. You ain't supposed to have your money sitting in the bank no damn way. My mentor, a millionaire, he said, I don't got no damn checking account or a savings account. So that's not making me no money.
Right.
You're supposed to keep it moving. You know what I mean? But and you sitting there tick for tat, like this chick is trying to sell him out to the public. That's why you don't. The public is. I said all that to say the public not your friend, especially if you're skin brown. That's your enemy, not your friend.
100%.
I learned that. I learned that in the corporate world, and I learned that in the streets. You do not let nobody. You don't bring your information and your business out in the streets in the eyes of the civilians and the public. They're not your friend. Like y'all keep talking about the Matrix. I'm not a big fan of the Matrix, and I would urge y'all, like anybody could be your enemy. Anybody can turn into one of those agents. No, all of them are agents. All of them are your enemies. And I would urge men to pay attention to the game plan, to the mindset, and pay attention to this real quick. The Matrix and Terminator was created by a black female. So watch yourself talking about red pill, blue pill, talking about a black woman when you talking about you're referencing something she created.
Wait a minute, hold on. You said a black woman created the red pill. Can you please email me or text? You got my number. Text me that information so we can talk about that.
She had to go to court and sue over that. True. She had to go to court and sue over that.
Yes.
Please send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it for you.
I didn't know. Go ahead, Roger. I didn't know that. Please.
Yeah. That lady had to sue.
I forgot her name.
Big time.
Yeah, she had to sue. She was running.
And just to elaborate on the Ace Hood, his baby mama went on Tasha K. And
I saw that.
Explain herself.
I got the link.
But all the references that she was trying to explain really didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
This week, I'm gonna put that on. I ain't gonna put the video on. I'm gonna put the sound on. You can hear that shit. How she deflected and then Tasha K looked, condoned and looked out for. But I'm gonna go back to what Nova Rogers said. So you tell me a black female created the red pill? They said it was a white dude.
It's a black lady.
Matrix.
Yeah. So please text it to me, bro, because you know what? And if that's the case, the only thing I can say about that is
Sophia Stewart.
You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Let me add to that.
Go ahead.
What the brother said, because anytime, and I know it's a black female on the panel, so I don't want to be too disparaging. But anytime I hear females going really hard on males right or whatever, I always look at them like, bitch, what you up to? Like, what you trying to pull? Because like he says, I know you will switch up all. Listen, every man right here in the chat room, just they can tell you the story, man. I was with this girl, man. As soon as she got pregnant, man, she got changed. Like she just changed. Because once a woman has what she wants from you, at least she has deemed that, I don't need her no more. She's going to let her hair down. That's just what they all do. Like, oh, bitch, I got this nigga now. At least that's what they think. Usually when the baby comes, they think like, I got this nigga. Like, bitch, you ain't got shit besides this itinerary because I'm getting ghosts in your ass. But I say this all to say, brother. And again, I know there's a lot of women out there who are supporting men's right. Man, but just like that brother said, man, whenever like that Love Dorsey, she sounds good and all, but I'm just waiting because I know it's coming. I know some bullshit is coming. They're gonna switch up because they all switch up. They all eventually, once and for all, get on this fucking loser female code and they help each other lose because that's what they do. So I just wanted to add to that.
Hashtag Janet Jackson.
Right. Right. I just want to, and again, this is just could be faulty logic for me, and I'm not. I've just seen it too many times before. All of this, those are kings, and protect our black man. And as soon as they could get some benefit, or how many niggas right now will be dead if these heifers could figure out how to get the student loan forgiven and by sacrificing a nigga. Sacrifice all these niggas. We gotta get this debt paid. Like this is how these heifers are. As soon as wait, I could save $1 by selling this nigga out. Shit, let me save this whole $1. I still owe $1 million, but I'm gonna save that $1.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Orlando Deuce. The reason why I said send me the link because I know if I get off, I ain't gonna think about it, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna forget about it. So what I do, I say just send me the link so I can just click on it.
Yeah,
that's the reason why I asked. I know you can Google and look it up. I get all that, but I get too much shit as it is, and I forget. So, but I want to give a shout out to the third dislike. But I do want to give a shout out to the 183 likes that I do have. Y'all can put some more like. I want to at least get 200 before I get off this bitch. But definitely shout out to the third dislike. I appreciate it because when you give me a dislike, it goes somewhere. I'd rather get a dislike than not get a like at all. So I appreciate you to the fullest.
Cut that bitch off
already. Oh yeah. Charlene, I know you said I heard you in the comments, you said you disagreed with something earlier. Tell me what's going on with you.
Okay, so I was disagreeing about how like most of the people or our adolescents in the community who's causing all this crime and havoc. I disagree that it's only coming from single parent homes.
Oh no,
I think it's coming from both homes.
No, that's not. Don't take it like that. What we saying? We saying that the majority of the shit
overwhelming majority.
It's a majority. Nah, we can't say it don't happen in a 2-parent household. I was in the gang and I was in a 2-parent household, so I can't say that all single mothers. I'd be a lie. You know what I'm saying? But the majority, for the most part, the stats prove it, and it shows that the majority of men who are in jail come from single mothers.
And then I also wanted to say, right, even though you come from a 2-parent household, or let's say the father's there, like the parent has to have the knowledge and want to do better and want to put that child in a better situation.
That's true.
So I just wanted to say that, because there are some single moms who have good kids and they grow up and they become providers and they do well in society.
Look, I know some single mothers that's doing a damn good job raising their sons, and because I tell a lot of women what to do when they don't have the man around for whatever reason, they do it and they got good jobs. They still know their roles. They take accountability. So I'm not. But unfortunately, the majority of these women that's single mothers, they're baby mama tears who chose single mothers. You know what I'm saying? You still got your fire alarm, your smoke detector beeping, man.
I know it's annoying for me. I just want to cut it, but I can't cut it.
Well, let me.
I have to wait till I leave.
But no, listen. Ain't no such thing as all anyway. All single mothers, all black men, all women. All white folks. We already know. But unfortunately, when it comes to this aspect with these son husbands and fathers getting out of the picture, it's the majority. That's just the truth.
Well, let me go ahead and piggyback off of that. I know you're saying that there are some single mothers that have good kids in that household, but we got to look at that from a different
I'm gonna say something after you, family.
Yeah, go ahead. But we got to take that from a different perspective. There is a lot of mentorship that goes down with that particular situation. Like, for example, single mothers take your child to a barbershop. Some barbers over here giving you knowledge and wisdom,
yes.
Or even in your football team, even in your basketball team, even at your church. That's a different subject. But I seen myself that as a single mother, how can you look your child in the face and say, hey, look, I'm taking resources from your dad's pocket, put him in a studio apartment, so I can support my own needs. Because we know for a fact that most of that support is not going to the child. It's not going to build up a Roth IRA. It's not going to build up a trust fund. No, you're paying a light bill. You're paying rent. You're paying food. This is supposed to be America. This is supposed to be the land of opportunity. But no, this is a land of, I'm going to give you a handout so that way you can say, I'm an independent woman. I do it by myself. But at the end of the day, you're just a dependent. I'm out.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but so yeah, I mean, and then like you say, the ones the ones who are raising their kids by themselves, like you said, especially our boys, they had to get a male mentor, whether it's a coach, whether it's your father, whether it's the grandfather, whether it's your uncle, whether it's your son, your brother, whoever. That's what I'm saying. So you cannot raise a boy to be a man. So you got to have somebody, not a bunch of niggas off Tinder, coming out the house. Somebody in the family that that's going to raise him to be a man and know the role of being a man and not being like you. So that's what I'm saying. That's the one who I respect to the fullest. Them the ones I respect. But the rest
I got after Ohio.
Ain't no listening to Baby Mama Terrence.
Hit on that because you're a teacher.
Huh?
I said, I know my brother from Ohio. I know he's a teacher, so I wanted to hit on this real fast. Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say real quick. Oh, I thought you were talking about me because I'm the nigga from Ohio, the teacher. I'm
Go ahead. Go ahead, Yisrael. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. You were talking about, okay, well, look, on everything I love, family, y'all would not believe this. So I went to the juvenile court and I made a mistake and took one of their pens, right? This is one of their pens, right? Well, they wrapped this paper around the pen, right? They wrapped the paper around the pen so people won't walk out with all their pens, right? So I opened the paper, I look at the pen, I see child support on it. Oh God, this is the shit right here. Oh, and it say it's an application for child support. They wrapped the pen with the motherfuckers. The application for child support services, not public assistance applicant recipient. Important. If you're receiving ADC or Medicaid, do not complete this application because you become eligible for child support services when you sign ADC/Medicaid application. Blank space, request child support services from blank space, child support enforcement. I understand and agree to the following. A, I'm a recipient of the county, blah, 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 in the jurisdiction. B, the only fee that can be charged for services is $1 application fee. Some counties pay this fee for the applicants. Recipients of child support, C, recipients of child support shall cooperate to the best of their ability with child support enforcement agency. C, attached, right. D, providing Title 4D services to child support enforcement agency and any other contracted agency, prosecutor, attorney, represent the best interest of the children in the state of Ohio, do not represent the Title 4D recipient. So they letting you know that they don't represent you, they represent the child. They don't even represent the child. But one thing about it, it says there's an application fee. Now, when you do an application, I'm gonna ask the family, I'm gonna ask all the family, when you do an application, because all these women do applications for child support. When you do an application do they have to hire your ass, or can they say, "Oh no, we don't want you"? When you do an application, you are requesting for something. An application is not a right. They don't have a right to do this to y'all. And let it be known, they're a service. That's why you got to apply for it. It's not a right. That's why it's a contract. That's why people try and tell people it is a contract, because they have to get an application and pay an application fee, some $30, some this. They got to pay a fee and hope, which most of the time they're going to get it because they know they'll get a lot of money, but hope that they accept their application, because it's not in the Constitution. It is not a right for them to steal your children, regardless if you ran away from your child. It ain't a right. They don't have a right to do it, because so that's just one thing right there. But like here, it also says that in providing this 4D services, the Child Support Enforcement Agency and any of its contracted agencies, which is prosecutors, attorneys, hearing officers, right here say these are contracted agents. Right here are the prosecutors, attorneys, and hearing officers. These are contracted agents. The magistrate, the motherfucking all them people, when you go into court, they're contracted agents, and they don't even represent. And they want to say, "We don't represent you. We don't represent you. We represent the best interest of the child." But the child support is not in the best interest of the child. That's what I'm saying. So we got the case law in the Supreme Court.
Right, they represent themselves for that $51
But right here, say right here, I'm gonna try to flatten it out. This, because I can't turn it around. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. But this is D right here. D is saying in providing 4D services, child support. It say right here with my finger at, represent the best interest of the children in the state of Ohio, and do not represent any 4D recipient. That means they don't represent you, baby mama terrorists. They represent supposedly the best. They lying throughout even in their contract. You know, and like I said before, on God, it's crazy that I was on here with y'all, and I had to pin from them motherfuckers. And they rapped it, and I said, well, child support. Let me peel off this motherfucking this tape real quick and see what the hell this is. You know, but I just want to throw that out there, man. Peace, y'all.
Peace. Check this out, man. I told you learn something new every day. Which I told you, it's not about the best interest of the child. It's not even looking out for the baby mama terrorists. It's a business. Noble said it. I said it's a business. We got Jay up in the building. Jermaine. It was Jasmine. I wasn't gonna say Jasmine though. What's good? Unmute, bro. What's good?
Nah, when I be typing in my name, it always be putting Jasmine automatic because I guess my name is not spelled Jermaine like the typical way. But what I wanted to say to the female who called in and said what she said, one thing that I noticed about a lot of these women is they're always trying to make an argument against the two-parent household to represent the single-parent household. They love doing that. Oh, just because somebody got both parents, they ain't gonna automatically make it better than a single parent. Like, why do black women love arguing for the hard road and the wrong road?
Oh my gosh, I was just making a point. It could have been a single parent household. It could have been just a father. I'm just saying it depends on the individual who's raising the child. I'm not trying to make an argument like that.
I see this
Because if you're
often
raising a child in a impoverished area and the environment is bad, what you expect is going to happen? That was my only point in saying that.
But because I just noticed that with a lot
10
of
times more likely though. That's what basically it say. It's a lot.
Go ahead, Jermaine.
But what I wanted to say is from what I've seen and from what the numbers show and from what I've seen from my life experience is that parents are better served in a two-parent household or whatever. Even though it's not automatically true, because I was in a two-parent household and I was a gangbanger though. But after a while though, I got some sense to cut that shit the fuck out though.
This is laughable.
And all my friends that was raised by single parents or whatever, and mostly they was raised by single mothers, they still out there doing shit that we was doing back in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and shit.
The only thing I'm saying is that you can't really help the situation. Like, you're going to grow up with a single parent or both parents. It depends on the person who's raising the child to put that child in the better environment or want more for the child. That's what I was just saying. That's why I said the example that, if you have two parents, sometimes that doesn't even make a difference if you're living in a bad environment or you don't have the knowledge to give that child a better life.
Because that was my life. So that is some truth to it.
Does it sometimes compare to the entire nation? Does it sometimes compare to the entire nation over decades?
Right, and that's what I wanted to add. In regards to people growing up with two-parent homes, and people would go with two-parent home and you say became a gangbanger. I don't see that you being as a kid who went astray. It's most children, it's a maturity thing. It's a maturity. It's just not. I don't look at it as these kids are being bad. I'm just looking at you're not mature, because by the time you hit mid-20s, late 20s, you usually grow out of that gang shit.
That's when I started growing out of it in my mid-20s. I joined the shit at age 12. Like, I was easily impressed.
Yeah, it's a maturity thing. So I don't really hold that against anybody. But going back to what Mr. Cliffhanger said in regards to, all these quote-unquote single mothers, and let's just get it out the way. I can't say all. It's not all. But
Of course it's not.
the ones who do it,
It's
the number is
majority.
so small. It's so small that it's insignificant. Because if it was significant, we wouldn't be having the conversation we have it now. Mr.
Right.
Palmer wouldn't have a channel. That's just what it is. That's how insignificant it is. And going back to what Mr. Harris said, and I never looked at it from this point, but he's 100% right. Boys are more likely to play sport, more likely to go play like a basketball, where they're going to be coached by a man, where they're going to be led by a man. That brother over here, he's a teacher. He is a man in front of his students. So males, usually the male child, because with the female child, we worry about somebody trying to fuck them. But with the male child, we more like, okay, they're more apt to go out there and get mentals without even trying, just because of just how boys are in general. So just to add to all these women talking about, because and I know maybe about 3 people that I know for a fact this way, that they were horrible children. The only thing that saved their life is because they ran track 4 years and they had that man with them for 4 years, giving them game and rubbing off on them. That was ultimately able to switch those 3 individuals' lives for the better. And these mothers always, and I never said nothing to them because this is my homeboys, but I really want to tell them, all 3 of y'all got some funky ass bitches for mamas, but I can't really say that. So I gotta be political about it. And they're always, oh that's my son. I'm like, this motherfucker made it in spite of being in your fucking custody, bitch. If it was up to you, then they could be dead. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? If it was up to you, this motherfucker would be out here selling ass on Figueroa. There's nothing like when I see Kevin Durant. One of the things that video really irks my nerves when he started crying, talking about, "Oh, mama, you the real MVP." Like, this bitch abused you. She made terrible choices while she had you in your care, and you over here crying, talking about.
But you know what? You know what brothers do? Brothers just give credit. The mother could be so terrible sometimes, and some brothers they'll still give her a pass just because she birthed him. But that same pass don't go towards the father, though.
No, and that's the problem. You just spoke about.
I started caring more about Father's Day once I became a father. And I became a father about 3 years ago. My son just turned 3, but I'm not so far though. Right now, I'm not dealing with a baby mama terrorist though. Like, we co-parent well, and I think it's also because she's not from the American culture. She's Black Guyanese, and mother and father are married. And I see how her father get down. Like, he don't play. He come home, his dinner cooked, his work clothes is ironed. Even when he come home, she know to act right. She be like, "Oh, daddy home." Like, it's that type of situation. So I am kind of grateful that I don't have a baby mama terrorist.
Let me throw this out here. So for the woman out there, or that woman that's on the panel, she said it depends on the individual. Is that correct? On raising a child?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so if you are in poverty, you choose to basically bring a child into a world of poverty instead of just going ahead and saying, this might not be my right time to go ahead and put this child into this particular situation. Then are you really damaging a child? Bringing a child into the world, a form of Section 8 housing, a form of welfare, and then you choose maybe a suitable mate that's maybe not up to your standard? Can you answer that question?
That's a question.
I know, I understand that's a question. So I would say, yeah, you putting yourself at a very, disadvantage.
Okay, so that's your choice, right? Because, back in these laws now, when you have a child, it's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I just want to say out there that basically, if you're bringing a child into this world and you knowingly know that you are not financially well off to take care of this child, why bring this child into this world when you can step back and say, hey, look, this might not be my speed, this might not be my situation? Because what I see right now is this: single mothers are bigger than the Nation of Islam. The only difference is between the Nation of Islam and single mothers is y'all accept all colors. You accept all colors. And y'all will fuck around and take around a well-old man and just completely ruin him.
Thank you.
So that's it.
You said they bigger than the Million Man March.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's wild.
Absolutely correct. You ain't never lied. This shit, Mr. Palmer, this show a classic.
I've never even thought of it like that. They are deep out. They are deep like that.
This a classic. This show a classic.
I'm done for the day.
This show is a classic. It's the classic. It's the classic.
I'm done. I'm done.
And again, the young lady on the panel.
It ain't the damn cemetery. It's the Million Man March. I'm done with y'all.
That's wild.
And I get what the young lady is saying. You know, I get what you're saying in regards to growing up in a 2 single parent household is completely understood. But like again, going back to the gentleman that he was, I don't want to call him Jasmine, but now I want to call him Jasmine because we went through the whole spell. But yeah. So what that brother said in regards to like again, women claim to just love to hold on to this minuscule minority because like I said. They just love holding on to this minuscule. Like I said, men, we're logical.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
We're not going to say that you're not. We're not saying that you're not wrong. We're logical. Yes, we know it's not all women. What we're saying is that
it's too many.
Goddamn small.
Yo, bro, I live in New York, right? I live in Long Island, Hempstead, New York. I say about 3 out of 5 of the women that's in this community that are single mothers, 3 out of 5 of them are baby mama terrorists.
I'm surprised it's more. I'm from Brooklyn. Shit, I say about 9 out of 10 of the bitches I know fucking baby mama terrorists.
Yeah, like Brooklyn bigger than Hempstead though. Like Hempstead is a town in Long Island.
Yeah, my sister about to join the ranks. She over there warming up. I'm like, damn, I be trying to warm this little nigga. I'm like, man, what do you see in this girl? You know she's finna ruin your life, right?
That's why I had to go to Brooklyn and get me. That's why I had to go to another part of New York or whatever to get me a child from a woman. I ain't fucking with these Long Island chicks. Even when I was gangbanging, I seen a lot of my dudes, girlfriends cheat on them with the enemies and stuff like that. I'm like, this how Long Island bitches get down. I'm good. Y'all can have them. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Well, I need to move up to New York and get the upgrade. You think that's bad? Come to Baltimore. You think that's bad?
Come to
Baltimore.
Hey, Mr. Palmer.
As soon as you come up with the line in Baltimore, you in the world of shit.
Nigga,
no idea. Line of Baltimore, you in the world of shit. Shit, you not, boy.
But New York is big, so you got a chance out here.
Y'all got culture. Y'all have culture there. You can find foreigners there. You know, that's just visiting.
But I can't lie though. A lot of the New York sisters, woo, it's like what Minister Japley saying? German shepherds. There's a lot of German shepherds up here.
Yo,
hey, Mr. Palmer, got a question for you.
I'm in Mexico.
What up, bro?
I'm in Mexico.
Okay. Mr. Palmer, got a question for you. So, Mr. Palmer, you from what part of Georgia?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Oh, you from Chicago?
Yeah, okay. Yoga's from ATL.
Okay, he's from ATL. Okay, so I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia, outside of ATL. Now, we know right now that there is a big pandemic of black men that are basically changing and becoming transformers and swishing and doing all that stuff. Yep. But how much you want to? I could put $1 million right now. I bet $1 million on that table right now. That how much you want to bet that 80% or 85% of those black men that are becoming transformers, they're swishing, doing the nay-nay, they're popping their asses up in the air, are from single parent households.
That's true.
Mix me. So the lady that's on this panel right now, I appreciate you coming up here because I don't really see the other women to come out here with the type of the style that you came up in here with. But
Yeah.
We know, men know this for a fact that y'all make it's my body. I can make this choice. You bring a child into a idea of poverty, and then what happens is you have him. He comes a success story. Two things can possibly happen. He comes a success story, and he takes care of you. Or after 18 years is over, 18 years is up, you get off the child support system, then you switch another game up and become disabled. That's another game they ain't gonna tell you about, the flipping the disabled card. That I'm crazy enough, I need government assistance.
I don't
Oh, I see that up
condone
there
any of
a lot.
that. I already said on this platform, I am not a victim. Nobody should be a victim. If you have a child, you should go out there and provide for your child.
So
That
I mean,
shouldn't enable you. That should push you to do better.
right. So tell me, why are you taking the support regardless of it then?
Why am I doing what?
Why are you taking the support regardless of it then? If you're saying that you should go out there and work and provide just like every other American out here in this world, why are you taking support? Then both of y'all, then you and him can get together and take care of a child without having the government involved.
Power, control.
You know what? That would be possible, but some people can't come to an agreement. So what do you do if somebody can't come to an agreement? Give me some advice, or other people advice.
Is it because of your form of wanting things your way like Burger King? Or do you want to go ahead and try to say, hey, look, I can work with you, because here's the thing, we're not going to have the same type of agreements all the time. We can come to a centered solution, but when you bring Big Daddy government up in here knocking on your door and you get all the benefits and you charge it up like a credit card and have me pay the credit card bill, then what do you think that's going to happen?
I'm just saying the reason why the government gets involved is because people don't know how to communicate and come to an understanding.
Not
the government gets involved because you signed.
Well, that's the truth. Yeah.
I don't know who you guys are messing with, but like if you guys need to
But
come to
I
an
know what
agreement.
she's trying to say. She's saying this happened because some of these women, they don't know how to govern their own family affairs without white daddy.
Yeah, exactly. Some people, that's their last choice. Like they don't want to do it, but
It's
how
always
else
a
is the
choice.
person
It's
gonna,
always a
you
choice,
know?
just like it's a choice.
But it's
you
still a
having
choice,
child.
though.
It's still a choice. So the man should be off the hook and run and live his best life. That's what you're trying to say, and don't hold him accountable.
No,
that's not it.
No. I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to play that little back and forth game. But what I'm trying to tell you is straight up is this: you know, just like all these women out here in the United States know that Big Daddy government has your back, and you know that hey, if I can go ahead sign
They
his
all
name
know
on the
that
dotted
in the back
line.
of their mind.
Yeah,
That's the
sign my name on the
emergency
dotted line. You're getting benefits. You're getting welfare. You're getting government assistance. Hey, the dad can have the child on a private insurance, but no, I want to use Medicaid. You know the game. You know how this been played.
No, but
Probably your mother told you about the game.
I don't know who. I'm not. I don't live in the projects. I don't think like that. Okay, I don't not.
He's not saying you. He's not saying you personally. He's just saying you, far as
I know what you mean, but a good portion of women is not on government assistance. I know some of them are, and I don't promote that.
Yeah. And sometimes it ain't even about them coming up. It's about hurting the man.
Hey,
I would agree with you. Yes.
check this out. The Bill just made a good point, and also $10 donation. Appreciate you, brother. He said if there was a killer dog in your neighborhood, we would blame the owner. Well, of course, we'll blame the owner. So why in the black community don't we blame baby mama Tez for raising killers in the community? Full custody equals or means full responsibility.
You got a point.
Where's the mothers when
Because this one thing I noticed too.
Somebody and take somebody's life? Where's the mothers at putting their hands in the air, about to pass out because she prayed, like they do at the graduation, like they do at the draft party?
Because
where the mothers at? To take credit to take credit for your child murdering another so-called black woman's or another woman's child. Where are they at then? I agree with everything you said. I want to see faint and be there and get all the attention like you do when your child get killed by the police and you want to put on a statement. Where's that at? So I agree with that statement, and that the bell just made. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah,
I'm a teacher.
because to touch on that
Hold on,
comment,
Jermaine, hold
They
on.
sure gonna
Jermaine was
blame
going
the
to say
teacher.
something. Hold on, Cincinnati. Jermaine was going to say something right quick. Then you jump in. Go ahead, Jermaine.
yeah, to respond to that dude comment, it's like I know y'all seen this before in y'all lives, like when the child become a success story or something, the mama want the biggest pat on the back, this, that, and you don't hear nothing about daddy. But if he a fuck up or the jailbird, it's because his daddy ain't been around or his daddy ain't shit. That's when you. That's the only time.
Man, that's the biggest. Hold on, let me play this since you said that.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
Yeah, when the man ain't around, if the child go fuck up and he get in the hole, that's on the father who wasn't there. But if he become LeBron James or a computer technician, well, the fuck, then all of a sudden, oh, mama did a good damn job raising him to be a man.
It's disrespectful. It's insulting.
Fuck out of here. Go ahead, Yisrael. What's up, bro?
Yeah. Hey man, you know what? It's two different examples I want to throw out here. Also, you know, if a little boy 15 years old get a little 14-year-old whatever pregnant, then the mama gotta pay child support. So she gets in trouble for that. If her little son husband gets somebody pregnant, she's responsible for that shit. Also, I want to say this. When I'm a teacher, if these motherfuckers don't know what a if they don't know what a nucleus is, or they don't know how to read, they're gonna blame the motherfucker who's supposed to be teaching them. I don't. So it just makes sense. It just makes sense. You should blame the baby mama terrorists for all these criminals and fucked up activity that's going on in these cities, all these bodies. All right, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Yeah. Hey, look, y'all. I gotta get off here and run back to my child support. I gotta get back to my couch. You know, my couch is starting to get back to normal. I gotta keep them creases in the motherfucker. So, and we'll be on here for three hours, but we're gonna go live tomorrow. I think I'm gonna talk about Ace Hood's baby mama Tara. She went on Tasha K's interview some days ago, and it don't make no sense, especially compared to what I post up. We're gonna dissect that shit. Now I ain't gonna show the video because when I did the one with Derek Jackson, when she did the interview with that baby mama Terrace, the doctor who got, degrees and scholars, but got knocked up with a dude named D, met him at the mall and fucking in the back of the car. But they flagged this shit. They kept it up there, but they demonetized, which I don't give a fuck about that. But I don't want to get demonetized for no reason. So we're gonna talk about, I think we're gonna do it tomorrow, let something bigger arise. But you can't make this shit up on excuses. Why she didn't let the kid come over there for Father's Day. And then she also talks about what she say? He says that, he was broke, he didn't really have nothing, he fell off, he didn't take it seriously, and all these different things, man, but never really come with the right answer on why he didn't let the kids come over there for Father's Day. She come with every
but how she talking shit about him? Like a year ago, I saw like a video that he posted before.
Bro.
Giving her blessings and blessings, but that's what they do, though,
bro. Anything they do to the flag and try to make him look bad. That's all. So we're gonna dissect. Then Tasha K was, of course, siding with her and everything else. We're gonna definitely dissect and talk about this. You can't make this shit up, man. So y'all definitely tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock. We're gonna either talk about that or let some big break off, like something. Excuse me, breaking news. Breaking news, and now I had to jump to something else and push it. The next day.
Check out that link.
I got it. I put up there.
I'm gonna do what I can to keep you above the game, because I know that argument is gonna come in.
Excuse me.
You're gonna start hearing that argument in a year. Well, y'all talk about red pill, blue pill, but a black woman. I'm telling you, it's coming.
But check this out.
Hey, I was actually on a show with her years ago when she was talking about it. So I listened to this like years ago.
I got the link. I clicked it on right here, looking at it. But look. Before we get off this bitch, I just want to know, is KR, his mother, innocent or guilty for setting him up for failure, taking the father out the picture, got him emotional, got him with hate, hurt, pain, bitterness, and everything else, and got to start over with his life because of a baby mama terrorist? Is she innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
Yes.
Guilty.
Noble says guilty. My boy Jermaine says guilty. Roger.
Guilty.
Cliffhanger says guilty. Roger, innocent or guilty? He must be running the microwave. Israel, innocent or guilty?
Guilty.
Roger and Israel said guilty. Charlene, innocent or guilty?
She's guilty.
Charlene says guilty. Yeah, she's definitely guilty. Jay Ham says guilty. Jaylon says guilty. Raven Knight says guilty. Orlando says damn. Jaylon says guilty off with a head. Warhammer said that 304 is guilty as hell. Orlando says guilty. Bruce says guilty. Shin says guilty. Abdul says guilty as charged. The Bell says guilty as Charles Manson. God damn. Ooh. Charles Manson. Yeah, she is guilty as Charles Manson. Manipulation is a powerful thing. Charles Manson manipulated. So yeah, exactly.
Mr. Palmer, I'm gonna throw something out here real quick. Shout out real quick. Hey, later on tonight, I'm gonna do the Naked Soul. We're gonna talk about 50 Cent, man. 50 Cent and how he dealt with his son and his baby mama situation. Because everybody knows about 50 Cent. 50 Cent went hard and said, hey, look, I've been paying her for quite some time. I bought her a house, and what she didn't do with the money, she's broke now. And she has to hustle to try to figure out the way to pay that mortgage. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that tonight, but I want to thank everybody for letting me join.
You know what, bro? Hold on. Before you go, we did a video when she did an interview on that YouTube. I forgot his name with the son. We dissected that way. In the comments, put in your link. I didn't know you had a YouTube. Put in the link, and I'll definitely tune in. I'll go definitely tune in and out on that shit.
All right. Peace
out. Most definitely. Peace out, brother. KJ says guilty. Abdul said, now get the fuck out of my courtroom. Not yet. Gail Lockett, the district attorney, shout out to her. She says guilty. Who else? Tim Howard says guilty. You can't make this shit up. The bitch is guilty to the T. Fucked up this boy livelihood, but it's not over with yet. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as he lives, he could definitely make change. Charlene says guilty once again. So we definitely want to lock our ass up and throw away the motherfucking key. One more time. And before I get out this bit, I just want y'all to know, hey.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled.
You can't make this shit up. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and run back to my couch. Gotta get off this bit. Abdul said, hurry up. Which I am. Got my courtroom.
And quick one for everybody, man. Out there, if you got your kids in your life, love your kids. If you got to fight, and I'm not telling you not to go out there and fight for your kids. What I am telling you is do what's within reason. What's within reason. What's within you living at your car, paying child support, going in and out of counseling. That's not reason. That is not reason. So love your kids. Do what you got to do for your kids. But like Birdie Mac said it in freaking Soul Man, if you gotta do it, fuck them kids and go about your business, man.
100%, and keep them veins cold. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Keep them
stay out of the womb cemetery.
Man, stay out the womb cemeteries, man. Hey, man, y'all be cool, man. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Peace.
All right, peace, man. Hey, you can't make this shit up, man. I had a good time. Unfortunately, we got to joke on some things because this shit is sad. Abdul, for sure. It's sad, it's hurtful, but we definitely gotta have some jokes here and there, and cause this shit real, man. I don't want to see nobody going out there giving nobody the machine gun Kelly. So we definitely have to joke and laugh on certain aspects, you know what I mean? But yeah, that bitch is guilty, man, and all these baby mama tears guilty. Y'all got these rundown ass cemetery pussies and shit. And then you mad at the father who's been gone for 26 years, married to move on, but then he conversates with you on the phone and he make you bow down and submit, which you never do. and you married to a nigga that you just met on Tinder a month later. You can't set this shit up. You can't make this shit up, man. But yeah, I appreciate y'all tuning in again. Shout out to the fathers. Shout out to the new fathers coming in. Please subscribe. Please continue to like. Please follow the Instagram, the Twitter, FCK Child Support. Please continue to support. Please continue to spread the word because this shit is real. We're going to be out in the street soon. So y'all definitely be safe. And I will say I also appreciate y'all. I got over 203 likes. We got the dislike. I appreciate y'all to the fullest. And the ones that stayed in and continue to stay in, and some that came in and pressed like and left or whatever. Appreciate y'all all the way. I love you too, J Ham. I love all y'all, man, because without y'all, this wouldn't be growing. This wouldn't be a part of it. I took the initiative, took it around with it, but y'all helped push me and keep it going. So yeah, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy because it's raining out here outside. I gotta get back on my couch. So I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.
Baby mama terrorist. BMT. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. Riding around trying to play the role as innocent with an evil soul. In public wearing fake hellos, behind closed doors she rock them horns. I moved on, she wanna teach me a lesson. Can't see my kids, man, I'm stressing. Couldn't see my son to give me his present. She got married to teach me a lesson. Telling people she did nothing wrong, knowing that well since I moved on. Thought that money would keep me home. Hell no, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know what you lost your mind. Try to stay my name, but I know your kind. Saying I'm a deadbeat, bitch, you lying. Fighting in court, man, I'm trying to be a father to my kids. She focus on the wrong shit, worried about another being instead of us co-parenting. Put my kids in grown folks' business, telling them lies, bitch, you wicked. Split personality, oh yeah, you twisted. Never thought I'd go through this. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups. It's my baby mama. I'm on child support. Can't see my kids, so I stay in cold. It's my baby mama. She be riding Lexus, finding sugar daddies, and doing setups.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch.